Hello, the internet. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Adventures of Dr. Dropkick. I am your titular host, Dr. Dropkick, and we are back with Rogue Trader. Full disclosure, before we get into anything, I'm sitting in a tunnel of fans right now because it is very, very hot in here. Does this do anything? Back in my day, that would be a hidden menu right there, the flashy button. So yeah, no, I'm sitting in a tunnel of fans right now, including the vaunted crotch fan, which is sitting underneath my desk. Mostly for my feet, but you know, there's some extra benefits there. So if you hear a low hum, that's just the fans, or if you hear a weird background, that's just me. I could have at least heard it. Oh, how are we all doing out there tonight, everybody? It is a Tuesday. It is a very busy week for me because I completely forgot that I have a Weird Al concert. So looking forward to that. Really hoping it doesn't thunderstorm during the Weird Al concert. Hey, we're back. All right, cool. So we're back with the Rogue Trader. When we last left off, I bought a flamethrower. We are now the Rogue Trader. Ship Mommy died, and now we are Ship Daddy. We just kind of tooled around a little bit. We learned how to do some trading. I probably don't remember any of it. We go from one loading screen to another loading screen, and we get this very Mass Effect map. I can be like, let's go over here, and it's just like, okay. And we can be like, well, what? Hang on, no, shit, sorry. Oh, fuck me, I forgot my key. So we're going to decide what to do today. Let's figure out what to do today. Yeah, so we are chasing down the Master of Whispers, who, honestly, I feel like I'm only doing it for Abelard because, yes, he betrayed me and tried to kill me, and yes, he killed Ship Mommy, and that makes me sad, but the death of Ship Mommy also put me in a position now of incredible power as her heir. Therefore, incredible power and wealth, and I don't feel necessarily an obligation to chase him down, but the game is going to make me, so, you know. I mean, we knew Ship Mommy for, like, what, 3 hours before she was turned into goop? Actually, I think she just got shot a bunch. But anyways, yeah, so we got a few things that we need to do. We need new navigators. Our navigators' brains all melted in the chaos, in the warp, so we need to go get some new navigators, so we can do that up here in Yurak 5. Down here in Raikadi Philia, it's a prison planetoid. We're a little low on crew. Our crew all died, and the best way to get crew? Prisoners. And we have a whole bunch of stuff to do here as well. Raikad Minoris. Establishing communication with the local trading organizations, the local Rogue Trader, who's similar to myself, is a very powerful person, but they sort of have like a little rogue trading empire, and we're the new fish, and we have to be like, hello, can you help us, please? So I think the first thing we're going to do is let's go get some peeps. Let's go to the prison planet. That sounds fun. It's not explored, and we have a quest there. Let's go. I mean, somebody's clearly explored it. Are we going to get to the Mako? Okay. Alright. Hit me with it, daddy. Wow. I got experience for that. Okay, alright. Oh, choose party members. Yeah, we'll take everybody. Yeah, I mean, I don't exactly have a huge amount of selection here. Yeah, and it's it's boiling hot in here. Just give me a moment here. I'm just gonna adjust some temperature things here. Hang on. There we go. And by adjust temperature things, I mean grab my beer. As a doctor, I can assure you that that is the #1 cure for hot is beer. I'm not a real doctor. Oh god, any key. Jesus. Shit. You. Harvest lighter. How lovely for us. Alright. Alright, well, I got a lot of puke. Is this just where, like, they let everybody off and it's like space sickness? It's the first thing you do when you get off. You get kind of pushed down the ramp, stumble. And they just don't bother cleaning it up. Like, great, lovely, here we are. Oh, goods. Oh, good. Yeah, I'll take some rechargeable batteries and an omniscope. Oh, well, it's some ploying juice. Oh, no.
Repentance in prison is but a weak shadow of a true transformation of the soul. Only in battle, by abjuring the flesh and cloaking the soul in flame, can one earn absolution.
Sometimes it suits the Imperium's functionaries to have a criminal spend the rest of his days toiling in a pit, working for the good of the righteous, until his last breath.
God, they're both a little verbose about how they feel towards prison.
What lies beyond?
Pilot Raquel.
What is that?
Oh, wait, what? Is on pause? Affirmative. Escort. Everything is calm on my end. Vicari out. Oh. A young woman stares at you, adjusting her uniform nervously. Your lordship? 1,000 pardons if I addressed you improperly. Have you become on behalf of Governor Medina? Or are you here on other business? If it's the latter, you ought to know that there's been a riot at the local prison. It's quite dangerous there. What is this, Neverwinter Nights? Yes, well, bow before the illustrious Doc Dropkick of Valencia. It's a great honor, your lordship. Captain Raquel Vicari, service of House Winterscale, and the pilot of this shuttle. The woman meets your eyes, clearly trying to tell if she has managed to show proper respect for a figure of such high standing. Yes, well, you mentioned that there was a riot. Is that something that, like, the little people do? There's been a prison riot on the planetoid. Sadly, it's being led by the prison warden himself, the Honorable Anathagon Castiglia. He's allied himself with the rabble that he himself was supposed to watch, and declared Raikai to be independent of the authority of the system's local governor. Ah, yes, the classic Who Watches the Watchman. I came here as a shuttle pilot alongside the Honorable Yvain Winterscale, son of Caligos Winterscale, rogue traitor, vanquisher of the Xenos, forever triumphant over her enemies of humanity, she details, enunciating every word of her overlord's title. Young Lord Winterscale wished to speak to the warden personally. The Honorable Lord means to put an end to this lawless treason. He and his escort left to meet with the insurgents, while I was ordered to wait here on her return. Okay. Ivray. Abelard mutters, stroking his beard. I guess there's like a little hint of a beard there. One of his distant younger offspring, yes. That's as much as I know about him, which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. I'm sorry, can we back our ass up a bit? Thank you. The warden himself is spearheading the riot. He just has the keys. He could just let people out. Send all the employees home for a sick day. Yes, she bites her lip. No one expected this. Master Castiglia is a nobleman from a respected governor house and vassal to House Winterscale. All of a sudden, he proclaimed that Raikadiphilia was now his personal domain, and that the prisoners were his subjects, and he would never bow to anyone again. It's pure heresy. Oh, right, I can't do her accent, because that would be awful. My voice, I have a very baritone voice, so it's hard for me to go up. And I take it they're looking. And I take it they're looking forward to a diet of sand and gravel. What kind of madman would start a revolt on a barren rock? That's a very good point. That is a wonderful point you've made. Thank you, dear. Sorry it took so long to come up with your accent. I have to be a little cautious around these things. And why would young Winterscale have felt the need to parley with the dissidents? I've learned from experience simply throwing treats at them makes them happy. She sighs quietly. It's a personal matter. Master Castiglia, the seditious warden, is Lord of Rain's childhood friend. When my lord heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly, and so he rushed here without delay, in hopes of bringing his old friend to his senses, no doubt. The first winter scale in my memory who prefers to talk rather than shoot and slash. She smiles slightly. You're quite right. Young Lord Winterscale is not his father's shadow. If he is determined to save his friend, he will try to do so no matter what obstacles get in his way. Right, that's all very lovely. I hope that all works out for everybody involved, especially me. Can you tell me more about this planetoid? The only settlement on Ricardophilia is a penal colony. The prisoners work in the mines and the domed quarries. They mine sulfur, serum dust, and sand, which is then melted down. A rather nondescript place, or so it was prior to the current events. And, is there anything else I should know about? Local price of aperitifs, clothing shops? What's the bathroom situation? Some of the rebels have holed up in the barracks. I don't know how many, but given this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your lordship. Lord Winterscale's guards mined the entrance so the rebels couldn't get to the shuttle. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, ta-ta. The woman freezes for a moment before asking, hesitantly. Your lordship, if I may have a minute of your time, I wouldn't have ever dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but the situation... In any case, have you been to the capital of Rykad North yet? I want to ask if you saw a man there, a communications officer by the name of Jasper. No. I have not yet been to Rykad North, and I know nothing of this... Why would I know anything of this officer's fate? That's a weird way to word that. Now, what is your relationship with this man? We are engaged, your lordship, she declares somewhat bashfully. Right, well, I've not yet been to Rykad North, and I know nothing of this officer's fate. That's a shame. May the Emperor keep that fool from harm. Thank you for your time, your lordship. Why should I be concerned about his fate? Why? Excuse me. No, come back. Come back. Come back. Oh. I don't dare delay you any further. Good luck to you, your lordship. I'll contact Lord of Rain's party over Vox and inform them of your coming. There's a trap up ahead. Order your character. Okay. Alright. Yeah, cool. D100. Tech use score. Okay. Sometimes you see a trap marked with a red area and a connected dotted line. The line leads to the mechanism that controls the trap. Okay. Relevant skill score. Okay. If you have your entire party selected, the character with the relative skill score will go. Wonderful! Alright. Okay. No. Guard post has been vacant for a long time. There's a layer of dust on every surface. Okay, so there is a trap, and you were telling me how to disarm. Oh, I see. Oh, hang on. I'm going to push the disarming button.
Duty prevails.
Hell yeah, you really did that so good. Wow.
One step at a time amidst the madness.
All right, Abelard, lead the way, Abel homie.
We should deal with this.
Oh, there's a trap. Oh, shh, everybody, shh. Ooh. All right, everybody, come hide over here.
You left the Novus Imperialis to serve the rogue trader. Do you ever regret it, Seneschal?
No, I do not regret it in the least. Serving in the Imperial Navy is a fine thing to do. But it was only under Lady Theodora that I truly felt the significance of what I was doing.
You can sail the 7 warps in the Navy. You can. The long string of names extends beneath the heading Top Quarry Workers of the Cycle. Hell yeah! Alright.
Curiosity sings in my
Remains in reveal. One far too lavish for even a hive world, let alone a prison colony. I love brick. And do you think that's like a table decoration, or is that like a lovely, like, you know, when you're like, well, let's get a table sludge. You know, a sludge for the whole table. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, dude.
Join me in prayer.
Yeah, okay.
See? Right there.
Oh, there's another one. My goodness. Hang on. Scraps of typical prison food. Repulsive to the senses. I don't know. I don't know what those are, but maybe they're... Oh, looks a little All right. You go take care of that. Okay.
The Emperor favors me today.
Wow! Idiot. All right. Okay.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Okay. Well, we're off to a great start. She stepped on the bomb. Hang on. I'm going to take... Prison Diary of Ati Shan.
Grok shit. Why me? Why? I missed my tithe payment 12 years ago. 12 years! The inspector's writ got lost somewhere in the bowels of the planetary administratum, and he was lying there the whole time. But they made sure to remember to tack the fines on every month. By the time they found the blasted paper and finally informed me, the total sum was so obscene it would take 3 generations of my descendants, if I had any, to pay it off. My fate was sealed, trial, sentence, prison. And all because of some daft rotter who shoved my paper in the wrong box. To be fair, I think I got off pretty easy. My bed in the barracks is about as hard as the slab of rockcrete I got home. And working in the quarry ain't too much tougher than the old job. Rules.
Well, we're going to take that and sell it to somebody. As you do. Good job, Argenta. I'm really proud of you for running into that. Oh! Hello.
Oh, glorious
Oh.
spectacle.
Oh,
of
violence.
your
Who are
demise.
you? Speeding up animations. No, shut up. Who are you people? Yeah. Alright, well, start the battle, I guess. Oh. Oh, no. Wow, there's prisoner. Ow, you threw a grenade through the grates. Oh, God, Abelard's down. Oh! Stabbed him in the butt and then ran away. What a jerk move. You gonna do it too? Oh! 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 Wow. Alright, that's it. It's my turn, baby. I have a one that lets me stand. Yeah, you know what, Abelard? I'm going to make you do good. Do better. You're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing me. Argenta? I want you to put a bolt round right in this person's head.
Doubt is for the weak.
Yep, just like that. That's what you get. That's what you
As
get.
the Emperor commands, I act.
Alright, now let's get you... Well, we got a lot of movements coming up. Let's get you into some cover here. And then... Oh, I see. Okay. 50%, 50%, 20, 32. Yeah, I mean, you might as well just,
Faith without deeds, each strike is a prayer.
Oh, Argenta. I think I'm low. Alright. Alright, now back to me. I have a plan. It's a really good plan.
Through the smoke and gunfire.
I thought this plan out. Spent a lot of my brain goo on it.
Let's see.
Yeah, boy!
Alright, well maybe that didn't work out as well as I had hoped. Well, guess I'm just standing here where everybody can stab me. This guy's on fire at least. Look at him. He's not having a good time at all. Oh, there he goes.
One is shattered.
Oh no! Ow! Ow! You're supposed to put the knife in and then kick me? Come on, get it together. Alright, so what do we have here? Revel in slaughter. Winged effect. Oh, it just has to get better. Okay, Furious Recital. That's momentum. Okay. Yeah, go
I'll
on.
do it.
Go on. Alright, now you run over to
The
here.
enemies of the Emperor will be
I'm just
undone.
gonna try to get away from these guys a little bit so they stop surrounding us here. Actually, single shell. Who's this guy? Is this gonna highlight who this is? It is. Okay, you can't. Oh, decision. You shot my homie.
You can
That's what
escape
you
the
get.
Emperor's
Actually, she
judgment.
didn't shoot me. He kicked me, and then he. Oh. Soldier kills 3 enemies. Does not reset between rounds. All right, we're gonna get back to you later.
Yeah, I've got a knife.
All right, Adira. Forewarning, target dodge and parry. I gotta remember her abilities. I don't spend enough time thinking about them. And she's got the one where it's like she buffs them down and then removes the buffs to like affect all of their abilities. You know what? I would say just like melt. Which one's this one? Oh, it's the Grenadier. He's out of melting range. Nimble Prisoner. Yeah, melt him. He's got a lot of hit points. Yeah, good job. That's what I'm talking about. And hit him with the Analyze as well. Probably should have done that first.
Was that you?
Hey, that's life, baby. Oh, Abelard's just like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened? Oh! Stands up and just gets kicked again. Oh, hang on. Whoa. Oh! Oh, that was a big one. Alright, me. Abelard. Take another
genius
turn.
at work.
Charge this guy.
Target well.
Good hit, good hit. I can no longer do any kind of attack.
Victory
so
is imminent.
talk to them about how victory is imminent, okay? Very good job, Abelard. I think I'm going to keep you around. Okay. All the officer's abilities. Okay, right. He extends his ability. I have to keep relearning this, not because I forget, but because I just haven't had much of an opportunity to really use a lot of it yet. Go on.
What if?
It'll be fun.
Oh
yeah, baby. Oh, that's what you get.
A predictable downfall.
Argenta. I'm gonna have you until the end of
Doubt is
combat.
for the
Yeah, do it. All right, and then run to here, the half cover.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my
And
heart.
then I'm gonna learn about these bare beds made from metal sheets, swing back and forth on rusted chains. That sucks. Well, bye.
Strike is a prayer.
Ooh, she can do her. Gains the ability to make a number of extra attacks. Yeah, she doesn't need that. Yeah, she can't actually reach.
Stop mocking me.
Alright, you go to here. Yeah, this seems like the safest place for you to stand here. Okay. Go on, use this dismantling attack. I'm curious here. Yeah.
None will stand against
Give me
me.
the old exploit, and then bop me with the stick. Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about, girl. And then I'm gonna have you give this
But
guy the
of
same.
course.
Oh yeah, girl. Well done. Do you want to analyze him while you're at it? Again, should do that first. Really. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, keep yelling at him. All right, Abelard, you got a long walk ahead of you. So.
A tactically sound approach.
Yes, it is. I know. Very good. Grenade guy's like, oh, geez, I don't know. Oh, good shot. Can I fire you through here? AP and yeah, I don't know, man.
A wicked
fire.
thought.
Ah, you did good. I'm proud of you. You dodged that one so good. You can use her move and shoot. And she is going to come right here. Hang on. I'm coming. Hello there. Oh! No bueno. Again.
I'll do it.
There we go. Alright, she doesn't have the momentum to do her, like, Mega Daka. Hit him with the... Oh, that'll hit our dear Argenta. Hit him with the, Hit him with the yell.
Will do.
Yeah.
Farewell.
There we go. There we go. Oh.
Did I mention that my whispers tell me jokes? Jokes that once said
We're all
aloud make
okay.
your eyes bleed and blood curdle.
Okay, stop talking.
Talk about black comedy.
Chainmail. Way better armor. Crappy dodge penalty. Will dodge 48% of average enemy attacks. So this is just better. It's just better. Wearing a piece of chainmail is just better. You take that. All the rest of this is going to go into card. Alright. Abelard.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis.
Stop talking.
And weigh every step.
Abelard, shut up.
Sometimes, though,
Abelard,
you
shut
just
up.
fire your biggest cannon and
Abelard,
save the
shut
day.
up. Shut up, Abelard. I'm going to put this, Whoa! Alright! Look at that. They've carved that big dumb skull in there. God, what is this? A PlayStation 2 game? I'm gonna go play some medieval. What did you have? Heavy leather armor. Oh, I can't. Oh, because I need heavy armor proficiency. Can you? Yeah. Despite the fact it looks like you have power armor on, you don't. Third. Yeah, no, the chest plate's better. Okay, cool.
When the
Argenta.
faithful are idle, heresy grows.
Got gun, flak chest plate, force grenade. Ooh, I'm gonna take that. Everything else over there. Alright, me.
Let us seize the moment.
Oh god, I found a grenade. That's great. I now am the grenade. Look at me.
They will see. Oh, yes,
Inspect the
indeed.
poster.
They all will see.
The premonition runs true.
Hang on, there was words there. Oh, okay. Somebody else is going to come in and do it. Okay. Oh, shit. What do we got here? An improved auto pistol. We'll take that. Prisoner Shank Plus. Okay, well, I'll take that. What else have we got around here? Hollowed fingerbone charms, blades. Yeah, alright, cool. Yo, who wants a dope... I keep going into character instead of inventory. Alright, you have the stub revolver, which is 7 to 11. This is, what, 4 to 5? Indira, you take the improved auto pistol. You get the well-maintained stub revolver. Prisoner Shank. Wow, 4 to 18. I mean, minimum damage on a chainsword is better, but the upper peak of that... We do lose cleave. Oh, no, we lose cleave. No, no, no. I will take the shank. I will have the knife.
In this tapestry of a
Look
world,
at me. I'm the knife now.
I am the rogue thread.
All right, let's keep going. Sure took care of those weenies, didn't we?
The future you see could be the whispers of the archenemy. How can you trust your visions, Adira?
I don't think that's the question you wanted to ask. What you wanted to ask was, how can others bring themselves to trust a despicable psycho like me? Face it, sister. Not everybody's as pig-headed as you are.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey now. All right, what do we got here? Pop it open, pop it open, pop it open. Well, let's just open it with my brain.
Applaud my brilliance.
I don't need to use bombs. Shit, I should have used bombs. Lord von Valancius, my greetings. May the light of eternal terror shine evermore. The young man before you offers an impeccably courteous bow. He then straightens his back and looks at you in the eye. Not as a show of defiance, but of cool confidence. It is the gaze with which one graces an equal. Turn down operatic music a little bit here. There we go. Evrain Winterscale, younger son of Caligos Winterscale, at your experience, please have 38 experience. Oh! Oh! Thank the Emperor that at least someone in this back of beyond system is my equal. Rogue trader Doc Van Valanci is absolutely delighted to make your acquaintance. Ivrain raises his eyebrows, somewhat flustered. In times like these, nobility usually prefers the safety of family bunkers to such uninviting places. Yet you are more drawn to acts of daring, I see.
Yes, well, let's discuss what's going on here. There's this riot deal. You're here to end it, are you not?
Ivrain's expression is grave. Indeed, it is a personal matter, if you will, and not simply because this incident occurred in a system that belongs to my father. The prison warden, he used to be a close friend of mine, once. I want to give him a chance to come to his senses, lay down his weapons, and stop this senseless uprising. I sure hope that Abelard has nothing to say, otherwise we'll be having the same voice, because there's only so many of these I can do.
Yes, well,
hang on.
Yes, well, you see, the desire. I understand the desire to help a friend. It's a noble one, especially if they're friends with money and power.
My father would disagree. Ivrain smirks wryly. Thankfully, he is not here.
Now, well, you came here in like a little shuttle box with just a few guards. Now, I realize that I brought 3 people with me, a real mishmash crew, but they all have names, which means they get plot armor. You just brought a bunch of guards. Do you think that's not foolhardy?
So did you. Oh, fuck, you got me. I had my doubts, of course, but I am not Governor Medina. I refuse to sit idly in the safety of a bunker. I wanted to do something, and I thought arriving with a light escort would show Anathagon the sincerity of my intentions. Had I arrived at the head of a whole unit, I would not fault Anne for assuming this was an assault.
Well, and if you were this warden, who should be shot, where would you be?
He's up ahead somewhere, and further below. We exchanged a few words over the Vox, and he said he would meet me in the quarry behind the prison building. We were going to kiss. A strange choice for negotiations, but those were his conditions. There's worry in these ones.
Well, hang on, everybody, powwow. Maybe we let them go together, have their last little kiss, and then we jump them with the fire and the bolt guns and the brains and the swords, you know? Very well. You may go see your friend. Far be it from me to try to stop you from losing your head.
In that case, I thank you for your time, Lord Von Valencius. Even if he intends for his words to bite, his voice offers no indication. With a bow of his head, he departs.
Goodbye. Oh, can we share the elevator? Please, there's only one. Oh. Oh, it's back. Okay, good.
Alright, let's see here. We got any stuff? Oh, a door that we can open. Hang on, Abelard's alone is going to go check it out. Build a bridge? Well, okay. I guess. Hang on, I'll do it. Excellent work, me. Ooh, pick the lock. Yes, hello.
Another notch.
Well, let's go into the warden's office.
Lies
Maybe we can
beyond
find his
the-
books. Okay. Well, so you come in the door and immediately his bed is here. It's the first thing you see when you come, like, can the guards come to my office, please? First thing they do, they see his bed. Hang on, we're gonna take his crystals, his synth letter, his power cells. He's just got faux hammer. Oh shit, I'm checking that. He's got a sick cape. Okay. He's got more grenades. Shit. Alright, hang on now. Hang on now. Who wants the gun? Oh, you're just using a las pistol, despite the fact that you clearly shoot with a bolter, aren't you? Well, you're gonna get faux hammer. Because, hell yeah. It's a shotgun. Oh, yeah, that's all you, girly. Enjoy. I wish. What else do we have here? So users enjoy they may remove one of the effects following order. Okay. Who doesn't have a cape? Do I have a cape? I have a cape. Oh, yeah, no, we want that. Alright, yeah, you can have that. Oh, sick. Alright, and you have more grenades. More grenades mean more grenades for me, specifically. Oh. Yeah. Force grenade. These are the same type of grenade. Oh, I see how this works. Okay, I see. The grenades do not stack, everybody. I can blow it up, or I can just push the open button. I mean, the answer's obvious. If they're going, this feels like a trap to me, so I'm just gonna.
Pay attention.
Oh, well, hang on now. His desk highlighted suddenly. Oh, plasma cell, a bunch of gunk. Divination. Oh, cool. Big stick. Fart cloud grenade. Okay, I'll take that. Oh, and a med kit. Oh, thank Christ. Okay. Or the Emperor. Yeah, that guy. Alright, hang on. Magic stick is better than current stick? So we lose lightning arc, but we gain consign. What does that do? What does that do? The next hit against the target will be an automatic critical hit. Oh, cool. Okay, so she can, like, psych herself up and then blap somebody with the auto pistol. Understood. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then the fart gas grenade. I'm going to take that. Yes, sirree. Alright, where were we? Oh, yeah, blowing shit. Hello!
Service.
Oh, one step at a time, amidst the madness.
Anything here? No? Okay. Report heresy to your commissar. Interesting that this is, again, I'm very confused by this office. So you come in the front door, you walk past the warden's bed to his desk, and then there's prison rooms behind his desk? Alright, sure, we'll go with that. Clumps of dust, but no trace of weapons. This storage has not been used in some time. I bet this storage has... Oh, we gotta open it? Yeah, just crack it open with your brain. Hang on, I'm very... Oh, God, hi.
My brethren, the dawn is nigh. The optimates will guide us into a new existence.
Hi, guys. How's it going? Are you done talking?
Yes, dear brethren. Have a taste of my steel. Oh, how I've longed for this, my dear brethren.
Oh. What? Okay. All right.
Thank the throne. Normal-looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters.
The old man with a gap-toothed smile drops his weapon and holds out his hand in a placating gesture.
Please don't shoot us, your noblenesses. Please let us speak a word.
Well, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, the look of this ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust.
Yes, indeed. Abelard, Abby, Abubu, Ababi, you're right.
Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot, ragtag bunch of prisoners.
What is the deal? We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot, but, well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join in the festivities. So we had to, play along. That's all it was, play. We never meant no offence to Governor Medina or the lawful authority of House Winterscale.
Okay.
Give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait until everything blows over. We'll go down to the dog, have a pint, wait for all this all to blow over, and go back to our cells and quietly do the rest of our time.
A repentant, honest heretic. How novel. Judging by Abelard's tone, the Seneschal is utterly unimpressed by the old man's ingratiating monologue.
Well, let me grill you for a moment. Please lie down. It'll take a moment for the charcoal to heat up. But while we're waiting, tell me more about the warden and the riot. Why, so I hear your tongue talking about that, heretic. But if you insist, here's how it is. The warden of this here prison, the Honourable Master Caristeglia, was a crackpot from the start. The previous warden ran things the proper way. Prayer, one meal a day, work. A punch in the chompers from the guards, work again. But the new one, Do you know what his first degree was? He introduced lunches and dinners. By the 9 devils, that's 3 meals a day. Man was obviously stark raving mad. Then, things went downhill from there. The guards quit it with the teeth punching. The warden forbade them. Instead, the overseers started counting which prisoners were digging up more things in the quarry or swinging the pickaxes harder or whatnot. And then, would you believe it, they put together a list of the best workers. And someone on that list also showed good behaviour. That's when they got promoted to an optimate. That's the upper crust amongst us jailbirds. That's how it was at first. Then the warden decided it's the optimates, not the guards, who should be in charge of punishments. And that it wasn't the overseer's job to watch the prisoners work, it was the optimates. Well, let me tell you, that's when those goody two-shoes really started to shine. The guards weren't even in the same league as our dear fellows. The optimates, the old days, we had maybe 5 or 10 stiffs kicking it a week. And now, well, we were lucky if it was only 50. And that wasn't even the end of it. Warden Castiglia moved out of his chambers to live right in the quarry, under the dome. And I think something in his new home really scrambled his brain. He's been spouting... Oh, I lost my spot. He's been spouting the wildest things like the optimists are the saints who will behold the truth. And started talking to them in the quarry. Not all of them returned. The ones who did, you wouldn't recognise them. More beast than man. And they were butchering people left and right. Even guards and overseers. And the warden himself had armed them. And that's the whole sub-story. But I knew from the moment he'd let us have his dinners, oh, this won't end well. The old codger's right. When the nobles start giving handouts to the commoners, suddenly I'm Irish, I think that works. Something always goes wrong. She notices your look and catches herself. I mean, with all due respect, your lordship, no, are you talking about those treats I gave those children last stream? Well, and, if I spare you, what do I gain from it exactly? Well, well, let me see. How can lowly jaybirds hope to thank your nobles of, I've got in England. You see us here, whereas, how should I put it? Different from the rest of the prisoners in this place. They're all petty thieves from Reichel and Minors, dadders, gutter snipes. There's no one serious. Now we, your nobleness, we're cut from different cloth altogether. We're fortune seekers from the void. Why don't we tell you where on Footfall Station? You know Footfall, only station in the best market in the Cronus Expanse. Yes, so, where on Footfall you can find some very serious, business-minded people. And now you can get yourself a very special discount from them on some very special goods. What kind of very serious people? Oh, the more serious kind, your nobleness. Have you heard about the Fellowship of the Void? It's the largest pirate alliance in the Expanse. There's no leader, of course. But there's some serious captains who decided that cutting each other's throats over loot was, what do you call it? Counterproductive. By cutting throats together. Now that's anti-counterproductive. And, well, their joint efforts led them with an excess of spoils, so they need to dispose of it somehow. And I, your nobleness, just happen to know someone who handles all kinds of dealings on behalf of these serious peoples. Oh, yes, you are pirates, that's right. I came across a void ship belonging to your associates. They were planning to break you out. The man grunts, huffs, and makes up his mind. Well, now that's out of the bag. Our fellows were supposed to come and get us a long time ago, but they got tied up somewhere. Void Kraken's gullet with them. And in all this time we had to wait, this happened. Pardon me for trying to pull the old synth wool over you. We want nothing to do with this old warden nonsense. So what's it now? Will you let us go? Oh, sure, no problem. Today you tell us a little lie. Tomorrow you stick a torpedo in our side from that ship of yours. If it doesn't fall apart the moment our helmsman sneezes in the general direction. Yes, well, that's all. Lovely and good, dear. I shall spare you. Oh, that's great to hear, your nobleness. Just absolutely boffin. Now, as a true aristocrat, not that warden creep. Now then, your nobleness, where was I? If you ever on Footfall Station, there's this little district there. It's called the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor, in the shadow. Now, I've known folks who've called it something else on account of it being behind the statue. Don't repeat their mistakes, I tell you. Reverend Ionius wasted no time finding and burning them all. Forgive an old man for getting distracted. So, Footfall, the Shadow Quarters. There's a bar there, built on the remains of an old ship. And in that bar, in the back room, on the lump on the log in the bottom of the sea, a certain Riza does her business. Tell her Grandpa Backval says hello. He'll be our favourite client in the blink of an eye. There we are. Well, your nobleness. We'll be going now if you don't mind. Oh. I could hire them. I shall not let you leave here to die at the hands of the warden's henchmen. Go. Tell my pilot that this is the Lord Captain, that's me, his order, that you shall be sent to my ship. You shall join my crew. You have my personal pardon. Hair flip. As a rogue traitor. Thanks. We're most grateful, your nobleness. The man glances at you somewhat skeptically, but then smiles and leaves. Well, that went well. No, other way, guys. Other way. No, other way. Don't go. That's deeper in. No, that's the wrong. Okay. Idiots. But at least we got some cool stuff out of it. Space Marine helmet. Okay. Let's crack it open here.
Ooh, there.
Yeah, so hey, that's cool. We found that Wu-Tang Clan is alive and well in the 41st millennium. And that Riza is still kicking it.
Sings in my veins.
Okay. Alright, okay. I don't know about this, I don't know about this, you guys. I don't think this is a normal part of a prison. Severed human body parts. Yeah, I don't... The chopped up slabs of flesh have been thoroughly cleaned and washed of any blood.
Oh, applaud my brilliance!
Ah, yes, evil. Understood. Okay, well, there's goods to be had, so we might as well take them. Prison Diary of Aishan, Part 3. Oh, God, he was like a New Yorker. Hey, I'm scared. I should have known that all the charity, be it from the warden, was going to bring nothing but trouble. No noble, no matter how balmy, would pull anything of that sort. But that man, it started with the little things. Hang on, I'm going British now. I don't want that. Go back. Hey. It started with the little things. The warden would come by to talk, as he did. Except he used to ask us questions before. Now it was mostly gushing sermons. Some gibberish about a path to purgation, the sanctity of sacrifice, seeing with blinded eyes. Oh, I listened and I nodded. Excuse me. Oh, yes, Master Warden. Of course, Master Warden. He could say whatever rubbish he wanted. As long as the tasty Optimate mails kept coming, I thought everyone was doing the same, not just to please the big man. Well, we'll sell that to somebody. And then there's a goods here. Excuse me, sir. Are you going to use this prison guard key? No, I don't think he is. Right. Oh, and this is where we blew up all those men. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Hang on. Oh, part 2. I swear the Emperor hasn't forsaken me. Guess who came down in the shuttle gangway amongst a fresh batch of prisoner? Cleanson, thrown down. Willia, former administrator clerk. No. The clerk. The same scum who lost the writ about the missing payment. He's the reason I'm in this hole. Don't know what they threw him in for, but I've never felt better in my life. He's not just behind the same bars as me, he's fresh meat. And I'm the venerable Optimate, respected by everybody in this colony. Warren just came up with a new improvement. From now on, anybody who underperforms, misbehaves, or causes... No, I want to read it. I want to read the rest of it. Info? There we go. Oh my god, there's so much more. Anyone who underperforms, misbehaves, or causes trouble in any way is to be punished by the community, specifically by the local best and brightest. Yours truly, the Optimates. The last 2 sods who failed to meet the quota were stripped naked, whipped, and thrown in the cages in the big barracks. That's where I have to eat, sleep, and shit now with everybody watching. I thought to myself then, that ain't right. But hey, they've taken these punishments too far, but now, just you wait, you piece of grok shit. I'll get you with something. Those cages are calling your name. Alright, we'll sell that too. It's not quite a day in the life of Ivan Denisovich, but hey. And these would be the cages, and this would be where we blew everybody up. Okay, okay. Yeah, alright, we've kind of gone full circle here. Great, wonderful. We got to see all the gross bodies. Alright, well, I guess it's probably easier for us to exit this way? Probably closer to it. Then we built that bridge because I am a genius. Yeah, boy! Built the bridge. Genius number 1 right here. That's me. That's me. Alright, everybody. Head on down into the open pit. Wonderful. That's an open pit if I ever saw one. We love a poison gas emission. Alright, oh, though there's the warden. I don't see a whole heck of a lot else going on. Can we get in here? Yeah, just use your brain.
Ooh, another notch.
You should get a little experience for that. Come on, hey, now heal this man up.
There, done.
The evidence suggests that this victim was killed by poison gas. Oh, yeah, they'll do that. The glass-making furnace was used to melt... Oh, okay. What is this, Rimworld? Hang on. Nobody move. I'm stealing your masterful cameo of a saint. And... Oh, fire grenade! Ho, ho, ho! Alright, hang on. Let me just take some of these. And put the rest of those over there. And I'm just gonna quietly put that there. Alright, hang on everybody. We're gonna try to sneak around behind the warden. And then we're just gonna bop him real good in the back of the head. Hello! Hello, baby. Actually, you know what? Argenta and me. No. Abelard, you stay there. I'm gonna do a little planning, expecting this to go to shit. Madeira and Argenta, you guys go over here, and we're going to do a little something called a flunking maneuver. Oh, they've been playing Fallout 3. Interesting, okay. I'm just going to walk here into the open. Hello?
Oh, yes.
We're going to talk through this rock.
We'll
Very, very polite conversation. I told you, Evie, they're hiding so much from us. Arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters, what have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless admonitions. The voice of a man standing with his back to you sounds almost soft. Oops. Heedless of everything of what's in front of him, he leans over a prisoner dressed in expensive clothing. Oh, that's his little buddy. But Aurora, she's different. She spoke to me like no one ever before. She revealed the truth to me, and now I can reveal it to you. You would just stop struggling for 1 minute, what? The man finally realizes he's not alone and turns to you. He's clutching a long, thin, metallic rod with blood dripping off it. We have guests! From the Von Valencia ship, I would wager. Evie, my dear, you will have to wait. Do not faint, I beg of you. It's important that you feel everything, including your other eye. Well, hi, how do you know who I am? Lies have many faces, but there's one truth, and it has been laid bare before me. I knew the enemy of the truth would come here sooner or later. Oh, you know, I had this guy once. He was a quiet one. One day he walked into the middle of a deck bar, threw one back, and then pulled out a gun and started shooting people left and right without saying a word. I shoved the barrel in his mouth and blew his brains out. Our warden here has exactly the same looks in the eye. Why? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the introduction. And, hello. Back to our conversation. Who's that on? Who do you have upon the table there? My sincerest apologies. Where are my manners? Please allow me to introduce Vrain Winterscale, the younger son of Caligos Winterscale in the flesh. You know, he was so post to witnessing the truth right before you interrupted our little chat.
Abelard shakes his head somberly. Poor fool. I knew nothing good would come of his naive attempt at negotiating with heretics. However, Vrain appears to be alive. If we make haste, we might yet save him. Having a scion of House Winterscale in your debt would certainly prove beneficial.
Yes, no, Abby Cakes, Abby Bobby, as always, you're very smart. You're very smart. We'll come back to you. Step away from that hostage. Immediate moment.
The warden sneers and glances at the maiden young man. A hostage? How rude. The young Winterscale is my guest and dearest friend. He came here himself to visit his old acquaintance and have a heartfelt talk, and I am merely showing him some appropriate hospitality to commemorate our reunion. As if echoing his words, Vrain lets out a weak moan.
And you mentioned, Aurora. Who is that?
Oh, so you've managed to barge in here and interfere with the prophetess's designs without even knowing who she is? But it's too late now. You will never attain sight. All you can do is accept your fate. He suddenly stirs like a predatory beast. Like he's making a drink?
I do not like it. Some people take the prophetess Aurora's name in vain. I desire your death, enemy of the truth.
The warden raises his hand and the maimed people start thrashing about in their death throes. Oh no!
The time for words is past. Optimates. Give your power to the harbinger of Aurora. Let her foes see the truth, or become awash in blood.
Oh, another annoyance.
Alright, prepare for battle. Get your position. Abelard! They're all going to go first. So in classic Warhammer style, we are all just going to hide behind cover and try to avoid an alpha strike. Indira, I'll put you there. Argenta, use Indira as cover, okay?
Let's make it quick.
Hang on, he's coming. Oh. Missed. Nerd.
Out of my way.
Oh, you're going to regret standing there, big guy. Oh, not quite a parry. I guess that is a parry. No, I'm thinking of a riposte. The guy didn't strike back. It's not really a parry, but no, it's a parry. All right, hang on. Dear, run down here.
They who descend the future on the battlefield.
And then do the analyze enemies. Oh, right, she doesn't have the murder lightning anymore. Next hit on a target will be a critical hit. What do we got here? These guys are all just weenies with like 9 hit points. Guard's got a big block of hit points. Let's do it on the warden. Okay, and now we don't have enough goo to do the psychic shriek. Oh, right, because that's not... That's right. Okay, and then if you want to analyze
Anything
it...
is.
Super helpful. Can you look at the blood? No? Okay, no, don't do that. We're good. Oh, it's me, is it? Where? Abelard... Oh, actually, wait, hang on. Abelard, do good.
A genius at work.
And then while you're at it, Abby, Bubby Cakes, Honey Bub, do really good,
A
okay?
wicked thought.
And then lastly, Abby Pie, Abby Sweetie, have a turn, a free turn. You've earned that. Abelard, I'm gonna have you. Oh, no, not that. No. Oh, that was not what. Oh, shit. I meant to have him charge in, but oh well. Well, this is all very awkward. I guess you can still stab this man. Oh! That's what I'm talking about. And me, I'm gonna wander casually over to here.
War is my muse.
Excuse me, and I'm just going to... Yeah, that's... I mean, it's not great. What, 58% from 9 to 14? What if I just choose to do? 58 for the same thing? Yeah, I might as well just use the big one.
What if...
Oh, yeah! Oh, I got him with that 12%! Oh, man, that sucks for you.
Chaos.
Oh, hi back there. What's up? Oh, well, you know what, honestly.
Chaos guides me.
There sure are more of you than I thought there were. Well, we'll get through to you eventually.
Faith without deeds is
Uh,
worthless.
Yes, my love. Let's... Okay, use the running gun. Well, you have the shotgun now, right? Yeah, you go to
I
there.
will bathe this battlefield in righteous
Right.
fury.
Oh, no, wait, hang on. What? Where's my shotgun? Didn't I give you a shotgun? Oh, it's a weapon slot 2. 6 to 10, 9 to... Can I swap these? I'm able to change it like... Is this button? Oh, here we go, okay. Hang on. It's gonna pull out my shotgun. And... Daka daka daka! Oh, yeah! Yeah,
I'll do
go on.
it.
Do the momentum thing. There we go. Oh, you still can... You can Daka again. Hey, well, do
As
it
the
again.
Emperor commands.
There we go. Alright, that's what we're talking about. Alright, Abelard. You can't reach anybody to charge them, but you can simply walk up to this man,
Are the best ones.
just casually stroll up to him and end him.
I took care of this one.
There we go. And then I'm going to have you charge the warden. Hello there. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. And then... Endure? That's the noise I make when I have to endure things, like walking when it's hot. This guy's just like, oh god. He's having a bad... Ow, ow!
Standing.
Try again. No,
Death
okay.
to the weak.
Hey, man. Oh. Oh, that's fair. Oh, no, she dodged it because she's kneeling. Okay. Give him the old exposed
Will do.
weakness. Okay. Yeah. And then whack him with your chainsword.
But of course,
I guess it's
What
a
an
stick. It looks like a
unfortunate
chain
turn of
axe from
fate.
here, but... Yeah, you brained him real good. I don't know, man. Do this on him. I really don't... No, you're good now. Alright, me. The only one worth keeping alive. I am going to go maybe to... here. Hang on. Hang on. Alright, what's the range of 4 cell radius? Alright. This is a big one. Yes. You know what,
Even I
Abelard?
won't
No?
do
Okay,
that.
never mind. I've got a better plan. It's called just setting these poor people on fire. Oh, I can only set one of them on fire. Shit. Okay, hang on. Well, let's hide some more.
I am powerless to act.
And then try to set them on fire.
Yeah!
What do you got here? Grants an ally an extra turn with full AP and end turn. During the extra turn, there's no attack limit. Do we want to clean up the guards, or do we just want to put down the warden? No, let's clean up these guards here. Let's have our gentle.
Behold my artistry!
Do her best. Okay. Alright. Yeah, you... Okay, which guards are actually going? You and you. Okay, cool. Yeah, Argenta, go start cleaning up some guards,
Guided
okay?
by faith.
35. This guy's gonna be even worse. 23. Yeah, see if you can put this guy down.
I'll do it.
Well, you did your best. I would recommend that you try again.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Well, okay, listen. Alright, I don't know, maybe this
I'll
guy's a
do it.
little easier. No, okay. Try again.
As the Emperor commands, I
Good,
act.
okay, that's better. That's better. Are we done now? Okay. Alright. I guess that's it for me. Good shooting, Tex.
Death to non-believers.
Not
Ow! Oh, I'm hurting, Daddy.
Not yet.
Daddy, I'm hurting. Daddy, I need a hug. Oh, I've got grenades. Why aren't I hucking those things like any... Oh, does she need to reload? Hang on. Hang on, I got a shotgun here. We'll just do that.
Doubt is for the eradicated.
Oh!
It's done.
Oh, no! Oh, no! Alright, once a character suffers a certain number of injuries, they get replaced with trauma. Use medkits in time to treat these injuries. She has a medkit. So maybe she should,
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Well, we got that one guy, though. That's good. That's good. Abelard, you don't have a med kit, do you? No. Alright, just keep whacking him with your sword, okay?
At your beck and call. That's not the Seneschal's job.
But yes, it is!
I've suffered worse.
Alright, Adira, you do not have a med kit. Jesus, oh, I fucked that one up pretty badly. Yeah, hit him with the old
Anything
consign.
else?
Okay. And then give him the old expose.
Was that you? Or... My prescience has failed me.
My way.
Yes, failed.
Alright, yeah, you
I'll do it.
need to deal with some stuff. You really need to deal with some stuff right now. Okay, and maybe,
That is not the Emperor's will.
wound requirement not met? Well, he's fucked up. He's got broken ribs. Alright, well, that's bad. I shot him so hard I broke his ribs.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Sorry about that.
Doubt is for the weak.
Can I then shoot with the shotgun as well? No, okay. Abelard, Abby Cakes. I don't know, man. Like, use that.
Victory is imminent.
Just kind of keep wailing on him. That's what you're here for, right? You're the tank. You're not doing a whole lot of damage out here. In fact, you're remarkably bad at your job. I guess no. You know what? I take that back. You are doing a great job, Abby Cakes. So you're just holding his attention. Well, I'm too busy blasting my own head off. Apparently. Oh, Psychic Scream. Oh, you can reach him. Yeah,
On
alright.
it.
Oh, got him right in the psychic.
But of course.
While you're at it, post his diary online.
Stop it! Be gone.
Oh, Adira. Oh, Adira, what did you do? What did you do, girl?
At your beck and call.
Good. Oh, good hit. Alright, okay.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Alright, now use your yell on this guy.
Will do.
Good job. Well done to you. Alright, can we expose him again? Is he too far? No, he's not. Wow. Okay. Alright, well, that went well. Now, don't worry about her. She's a liability at this point. You don't need to actually shoot at her. We're gonna hold on to
enemies
run
of
and
the
gun.
Emperor will be undone.
Yeah, see if you can, miss. Well. Okay. Abelard. Just
It will be done.
doing what you're doing, big guy. Yeah. It's going great for you, Warden. It's not going so hot for me either, to be fair. I cannot get up to him, but I can yell at him.
Anything else? What an unfortunate
There we
turn
go.
of fate.
Oh, ice crystals appear in the air. You're probably getting real close to psychic explode. Bad, naughty psychic things happening. So we're just gonna calm you down a little bit. You do
Faith
your
without
running
deeds
down.
is worthless.
And just like run right to here. Hide behind the table.
God Emperor, move
Shoot
through
over
me.
this
Be the
man
fire
who's
in my heart.
alive? Question mark.
I'll do it.
There we go. Oh. Okay. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh. Oh, hi. Why are you there and alive again? Oh, do I need to be shooting these unholy lenses? Oh, god damn it. Oh, if only there was still me left alive, huh? Well,
As the Emperor commands, I act.
good. Good. Abelard? Go
At
for
your
it.
beck and call.
I will do my duty.
Can you hit him from there?
I'd
No.
rather not.
Alright, well, we tried.
Out of my way.
Alright, Adira, I'm going to send you here, because now I have an inkling of what's happening. You just go there. Yes, okay. And... don't understand what veil means, so I'm just gonna do nothing with you. Argenta, I'm gonna send you here. Just 'cause I'm gonna get up real close to it and just give it the old blap blap, you know? Can't even hit it. Well, hit the wall.
This is unacceptable.
No line of sight. You're right, it is unacceptable. Well, okay then. Good turn, good turn. I'm still here, by the way.
Indeed.
Oh,
It will be done.
what is this thing? No, I think I want Argenta to use the big DACA ability that she has. I mean, there's no guards left alive, so at this point, it's really just the Warden sort of flailing ineffectually against Abelard. Bonk. Nice. I should get Argenta a
bathe
melee
this
weapon,
battlefield
maybe
in
instead of
righteous fury.
the thing. Alright,
Power
right.
resides in the will of the righteous.
Right. It's shooting time.
I'll do it.
Good. Yes.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yes.
I'll do it.
Righto. Can you hit the other one at all? No. Okay. Well, I guess soft him up a
Doubt
little
is for
bit.
the weak.
Okay. I want to use
I'll
the
do
run
it.
and gun now. I'm going to send her across the battlefield. Well, to there, I guess. Not very across, but it's try.
Rejoice in battle.
And then she's got 3 shots left, I believe. Oh, she can hit. Do not hit Indira.
I will not.
Well, never mind. Hey, Abelard, just
Victory is imminent.
doing what you're doing. You're
At your beck and call.
doing a good job, okay? Warden's really just not doing much.
On it.
Bonk. Hang on, Argenta's coming. We'll do everything right here. What's all this? The heroic act used, firearm mastery. So why is this still tagged? Interesting. Can I just keep shooting? Nope, one shot a turn. Meh. Remember when I shotgunned my own boss? We don't talk about
It
that.
will be done.
He's gonna make it go. He's gonna miss. This is great. Thrilling content. Thrill! As
What?
the Psyker hits the thing with a stick.
Or
And Argenta shoots a thing with a gun. She's still gonna be at 40, so I'm just gonna send you to 40.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith
There we go,
without
100%.
deed.
Now we're
not
talking.
the
Oh!
enemy.
Sorry, Adira. Over penetration. Yeah, about that. I know all about that. Okay. Abelard? You gotta break that thing before the Warden decides
Just
to
a
do his
minor
little
setback.
teleport. Is there another one, by the way? Is there another one that I need to worry about somewhere? I don't think so. I feel like I've only seen 2 of them. Ah, shit. Alright, well. Adira, you're bad at this, so you
But
just...
of course.
You keep hitting that one. Good job. Argenta, you start working your way over here to do some damage to that other one, okay?
I'll do it.
Not sure how you... Well, no, you did hit it. I was about to say, not sure how you missed that.
I will do my duty.
Ah, do I want to hit him again? Yeah, I do. Come on. Oh! You didn't want me to hit him again. Yeah. Do you have, like, a psychic bar somewhere? Okay, hang on. I want to... Spends all movement points, spends all actions. Spends all actions Veil? Veil degradation. But where do I see the veil degradation? Is it just like a... Oh! Oh! Okay. Here we go. Begin the combat starts at 0. It increases by 1 for each use of the minor, and 3 decreases by 1 each round. Okay, well, degradation is 14% or less. It has math to trigger things to happen. Major have big math. Well, it's 15 or higher. You add more numbers. That's a lot of math. That's a lot of damage. Well, yell at it. Oh, where'd you going? Okay. Well, good. Great. Thanks, Adira.
Guided by faith. Doubt is for the weak.
You missed. You dummy.
Victory is imminent.
Why do you sometimes make a really scary voice,
It will be
Abelard?
done.
Sometimes you're just like... It's like, why? Oh! Finally got a hit on you.
Abelard.
Hang on, I'm going to come and put a whole lot of expose on him. Each turn I'm going to read another page of his diary. On TikTok. Oh, he's fucked now.
Will do.
So these are not Veil powers? No, Veil degradation increased by 1, but our Veil... Oh, is it this tiny little bar here that's working this way? I see. It's one of them fancy backwards bars. I understand.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous
Run and gun,
fury.
just so that we get more DACA, okay? Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's the reload. Into the video games, you guys. Abby, just stand there for me.
Indeed.
Actually, you know what? You've been missing a lot lately. Hit him. There we go. Alright. Make him feel real bad.
On it.
Give him the old forewarning.
Anything is.
Boy, I sure could use that before I got a bullet in the head, huh? And then get a little closer.
I know what is to come.
There we go. Alright, that's good. Argenta, finish up here. S'il vous plaît.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Abelard.
It will be done.
This, buddy, you're doing a great... Actually, I... No, don't even think about it.
At your beck and call.
Just gonna see if I can, like, put, like, a gun in his other hand and, like, not have to do, like, the swap thing if I wanted to, but, yeah. Alright, that's it. The time has come. Release
Will do.
the list. There we go. Alright, now, hit him. If I do the consign, we lose all actions, so we can't yell at him. So instead, I'm gonna
Anything
yell at
else?
him.
Farewell.
Oh, I got yelled to death, bitch! Hang on, I'm getting back up. Oh boy, what happened? Shot me. Evrain approaches the body of his friend and remains silent for some time. He then looks at the quarry. His gaze is dark. Everything here must be purged with fire. Anne, what have you done? Yes, curious indeed. What exactly has he done? I do not know, nor do I want to know. These ravaged people, this strange glass, all this talk of Aurora. These are abundantly clear signs of lunacy and heresy. I wish I could understand how the man I knew came to be this way, but one should not peer into the abyss. You got that right. That abyss happily swallows up wretched commoners and polished aristocrats alike. And it likes, my god, and it likes naive idealists best of all. Adira smiles bitterly at Evrain before turning her gaze to the remain of his former friend. May I invite you aboard my ship, Evrain? I have lovely treaty treats that I could give you. I believe they're called ding-dongs. I would like to continue our acquaintance. Maybe we will have a little kiss behind the quarry. Thank you for the invitation, and I accept it gladly. I will arrive by my shuttle in a little while. If you'll excuse me, I would I would like to be alone. Well, that's fair. Ooh, 3 profit factor gained. Hell yeah. All right. Okay. Yes.
In the shadows of the Imperium's ignorance, my
Right, we have levels up.
genius
We have levels up.
blossoms. So how they
Everybody
fear the
is
brilliance that eludes their narrow
so
vision.
verbose in this game in a way that I haven't experienced since the Book of Unwritten Tales. Anyways, we have a level up here. Phil, what do we got? Ooh, passive bonuses. All right. Oh gosh. The range is made bigger. That might be good. Gains bonus equal to their perception to their ballistic skill. Okay, okay. Oh god, I'm gonna need to read through all these. Give me a minute here. Extra wounds. Targets an ally with an action. Bonus to weapon skill. I need like what I need is like a good area of effect ability. Air of authority immediately grants momentum equal to the target's resolve. Okay. I think this probably requires air of authority. Well, I don't have that. Ooh, whenever a heroic act is used, the officer's next ability is 0. Yeah, I'm gonna quick read through. Like there's just so much like shit. Officer makes an attack. They gain extra fellowship. Grants movement points to the target. I don't think I have any of that. Action points. They gain +1 to all characteristics for all action points gained. So I have one that gives what, +2? I don't know if that is that good. Is that physical encouragement? Okay. Additional 15 to damage of enemies that have not yet acted. Oh god, that's a lot of words. Helping hand, weapon personalization. All ranged weapons dealing physical damage. Well, we don't do that. We don't do that here. Okay. You do something. That sounds right. Nobody uses an ability on their servant. The servant gets +1 AP for next turn. Good. Okay. +2 movement points. Wait. Oh, just everybody gets +2 movement points? That's awesome. If a servant kills a target the noble dealt damage to, they gain +1 AP. Math. Okay. Oh, and that can increase just like skills. Interesting. Bolter weapon, chain weapon. Good lord. I could become a Drukhari guy. Dual weapon, just like 2 flamers. Like, yeah. Alright, I'm into that. Hang on. Hand flamer. Hand flamer dual weapon combat. Oh, here we go. The second weapon of their current weapon is set in addition to the usual 1 attack per round. That's it. Well, we're taking that. No. I feel like we need more of these. When we get hand flamers, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I just like the idea of everybody getting more movement, I guess. No, I like this one here. We like this one here. Okay, good. What else is happening here? Increase the base characteristics. Oh, shit. Let's get more. More fellowship. More fellowship. Good. All right, Abelard. You also get an ability. Taunting Scream? Okay. Forceful Strike. Break through. Okay, so you push through and then attack. Mark a target. Let's give you Taunting Scream. I like that. That sounds good. And base ability, let's... Or is this negative effect applied by poisons, stimulators, or alcohol? May give access? No. Traverse difficult terrain. Yeah, you're the tank. Like, we want you to be able to just, like, bully yourself around the battlefield with no problems. Alright, Indira, I don't even know what to do with you. I actually kind of don't like you and don't really plan to bring you around too much. So I'm just kind of not going to worry about you for now. You, however, you're coming with me, despite the fact that you put a bullet in my head. I just kind of like your style. So, let's level you up. Is it here? Okay, yeah. No, wait, where's my level up? Where's my level up? Give me the level up. Oh, are we locked into doing her level up right now? Oh, we are. It won't let us change. Okay, yeah, cool. Favorite, warp features. Here we go. I know, you just need, like, a really good, like, bopping ability. Blade of White. Blade of White? No, it's a melee thing. Subtle manipulation. Okay. You have, like, no good attack abilities here. But we don't need, like, you know, just take that. I don't know. I'm just not that interested in you as a psyker. If I can get a psyker that's about melting people, we'll talk. But for the most part, she's just kind of about more support. And we have me, the best support character. Nobody else needs to be support. More ballistic skill, please. Get better. Abilities. We really don't have a whole lot. Rapid fire. Base rate of fire doubled, but deal 25% less damage. All the shots will follow. Okay. Melee spends all their AP and MP to get more cover. Whoa! Now we're talking. Controlled shot. That would have been helpful last battle. All allies will automatically dodge the soldier's next attack. Whoopsies! Alright, yeah, no, we're going to take concentrated fire. That's dope. Big shot. Okay. Alright. Check for loot, everybody. Yeah, take the gun. Okay. Oh, right. I was going to check to see if I can do like a this. No, I cannot. Okay. Alright. I guess you need the two weapon fighting for that. Oh, I have a med kit just farting around in here. Who can use this? I mean, Abelard, I guess you as the tank. If you need to patch yourself up a little bit. Okay, cool. Alright, yeah, give me a second here. We're just going to loot everything real quick. X. Cool. I do kind of like this, like, simpler cell system where you're not having to worry about, like, coin. You know, like, you're not worrying about money or even weight. It's just like, yeah, things just kind of get teleported away from me and put away. And then I just give them away in exchange for other things. It's a very simple system, and I really like it. Ooh. That's a primitive sword. Afflicts the disturbed effect. If they're already suffering from it, they deal an additional +0 damage. Cool. Wow. All right, well, I'll take that. What else have we got here? Improved armored body glove. Oh, a las gun. Like a proper-ass las gun? Okay, all right. All right, hang on. We got to figure this out real quick. Noble sword. I feel like I should have that. Because I am the noble, right? Like, look. Oh, just... Just Luke Skywalkered himself, looked right down the barrel of the lightsaber. Just immediately put it inside. He's like, oh, a sword. Excellent work, me. Argenta. I'm going to get rid of that. You can have a knife. All right. Oh, no, that's a sword. Where'd the knife go? There's the knife. Improved body glove. We'll dodge 50%. Wow. Okay, hang on. Abby. Armor drops, but that's a big upgrade on the dodge percent from 18 to 34. I know I said 50. I think it's got to do with the players. So anyways, yeah, you can have that. Oh, you look dashing. Fuck, maybe I want that. Hang on. What am I wearing? 35, 35. How do I look? Oh, yeah. No, I want that. Screw you, Abelard. You can have that. Do you want this? Is this better? Armor 30, 30. Yeah, it's just a little bit better for you. Alright, Adira, you don't count. We're not talking about you. But I am, Adira, going to give you this. Just so you can be a little bit more useful if I have to have you with me. Okay. Anything else to loot? Oh, yeah, there's this guy down here. Yeah. Oh, another Lasga. Neat. Can you get his stuff? Can you reach up there? Oh, oh! Scrabble on up, I guess. And we'll take all these things. Alright. Well, I mean, we have to look at these evil lenses, and we gotta look at these weird-ass bodies real quick here. The crippled man's appearance is ghastly, yet it was evidence he was cared for after his mutilation. Oh, that's nice. Gave him a little juice box. Your eye is drawn to the shards of the enormous lens scattered around the broken device. At first you are uncertain as to what troubles you, but suddenly the realization hits you. The glass shimmers in a unique way. Just the same way as the shards of unknown broken object you found near Theodora von Valencius's desk. What's the matter, Lord Captain? Why are you so interested in... Abelard trails off when he notices what you're looking at. He instantly makes the connection. By the Imperium Saints, it cannot be. I see it too. Shut up, Adira. What? Abelard is at a loss for words. But he takes a moment to collect himself, and all at once they start pouring out in a hasty sputter. It's a mistake. Slander meant to... Oh, I should probably... Adira says the thing in her study was... Yeah, okay, yeah. It's a mistake. Slander meant to blemish the good name of the person who's now dead. Cannot even defend herself. First, these minions of the Archon. We murdered Lord Captain Theodore. Now, it cannot be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. Come now, Abelard. Come now, Abelard. Remember what she was like. Adira's smile betrays her grief, but at the same time, strangely knowing this is the inappropriate music for this. Brazen, assertive. It was like her entire life was a race against a fate that caught up with her in the end. She would have gone headfirst into a black hole if she had thought it would put her even one step ahead of everyone else out in the expanse. If we could just find out why she was keeping it in her desk, and why she went to get it during the attack. Sister Argenta's beautiful face was full of grief. How bitter it is to know that you were born from bad blood. But do not let this knowledge drag you into the dark side. What? Oh, protected. The sister's words ring with a genuine, sincere hope that you are blessed with a worthier fate. She does not appear to be shocked by the news of Theodora's possible heresy. Life must be so easy for you sanctimonious preachers. A dubious trinket and you no longer see a person. You see bad blood, an annoying hindrance. There's enough venom in Adira's voice to poison an entire regiment. Argenta recoils, but the next moment her dark eyes ignite with fury. How dare you admonish me? We are speaking of abetting the arch-enemy. A person who has tainted themselves thus can never justify their actions. Sure, why go through all the trouble of trying to make sense of anything, when you can just label them as a heretic and call it a day? Except, dear friend, I seem to remember that you didn't mind Theodora so much while you were aboard the ship. You didn't leave her side for even a moment. She rescued you, aided you, and your adoration wilted the moment you heard an accusation sullying her memory. You weren't surprised or upset. You just gave up on her and moved on. Yeah, I say, witch, you're not a very useful companion, and you are walking a fine line between outright heresy and the barrel of a bolter. She's got a big gun and a prison shank. Shut your... Now I'm Irish. Oh, shit. Shut your mouth before I shut it for you. But she... A look from you makes her immediately bite her tongue. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. Good. Know your place, C-tier companion. Well, I guess we're done here, then. Can we just teleport it out? I mean, I guess it's not that far of a stroll.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Dude, you just walk into the elevator. You don't need to make that big of a deal over it. Okay. Remember when we accidentally blew ourselves up? Yeah, that was a good time, wasn't it? Screech. Hello. Your lordship? The rebellion has been crushed, and I have news of your lord. She anxiously pitches forward. Is Lord Winterscale alive? Is he all right? Yes. He is alive?
but badly wounded. I shall receive him as a guest upon my ship. So ready the shuttle.
There's visible relief on the pilot's face. Clicking her heels together, she cheerfully barks out, "Consider it done, your lordship. Thank you for the good news."
Very well. Toodle pip.
I don't know how loud the music is for you guys, but there's this one note with just played that's like a ah, and it always sounds like the opening to Crazy Train for me, like Ozzy's about to bust into like the most silly lyrics. Don't get me wrong, Crazy Train's a great song, but only really the first 10 seconds of that song is great. Oh shit. Oh god, I don't know your voice. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days I received several messages from different decks, complaining about anomalous behaviors in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious. Hey, how's it going, Jive? Jive, what time are we getting together tomorrow? Hello, me.bert. The tech priests can deal with the vessels. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or ritual of pacification can rid them of obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel's systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change the assigned rituals, or sometimes just downright freeze as if in a trance. Have you tried Control-Alt-Delete? Sometimes that works really well. A click comes through the Vox channel, followed by a weary sigh. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in cogitator calculations, or have some other sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. Adira joins the channel and chimes in playfully. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. A door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folk have grown used to all that, so our resident ghost has decided to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. You are my number one fan. It's true, you are a Tops fan. Apparently you have 75 XP. I have no idea what this is. YouTube just started doing this, well, between last stream and this stream, so between Thursday. But yeah, it says that you're my top fan, so that's cool. You're my only fan. The Technomats inspected the servitors and concluded they posed no danger. According to the servants of the Omnissiah, such behavior is caused either by the echoes of minds not completely eliminated, or by manifestations of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make the crew's tasks considerably more difficult. And High Factorum Janus Danrock, as you say his full title and name, would like to discuss how we should deal with the defective property. He's awaiting your audience on the bridge. That's this person. That's what this person sounds like. Alright. Alright, yeah, let's, my Mass Effect ass map. Alright, yeah, we should go to the bridge. Because we need to cure my broken ribs, I'm not sure how do I do that on the bridge. Alright, oh, they've just cured themselves. Well, that was easy. Wow. Okay. Alright. Right. High Factorum Genasi. Where are you? That's another servitor. It's the Vox Mistress. That's just a Voidsman at Arms. Oh, there he is. Hang on. Sprinting over to him at full tilt. High Factorum Janus Danrock. That's this guy right here. Oh, sorry, not Factorum. High Factototum. Factototum. That's this guy right here. I kind of remember his voice. He had like a Tim Curry thing. High Factotum Janus Danrock greets you with a cool smile and the merest hint of a bow. A pleasure to see you, Lord Captain. How may I be of assistance?
Yes, Vidigus informed me about a problem with the servitors. What's happened?
You see, your lordship, The ship's servitors have been malfunctioning as of late. They violate protocols, interrupt their tasks, observe crew members for long periods of time, and sort of move erratically with no meaning or purpose. Janice Danrock, I love how every time he gets his full name, nervously pulls on his luxurious frock coat as if it were uncomfortably tight. Had it been routine technical faults, I would have decided the fate of these servitors myself, but I deemed it necessary to inform you. I do not wish to hide such a regularity from the Lord Captain. If you wish to observe the servitors' unusual behavior before you decide their fate, this can be arranged. The majority of the defective units have been delivered to one of the storage compartments pending your decision. Yes. Yes, let's go. I wish to take a look at these servitors before deciding their fate. Remarkably ugly things, aren't they? Oh. Whoa. Okay. What is this? What is open history, close history? What is... okay. When his lordship arrived at the scene, he found the servitors in the same position that they assumed after they had been corralled into the bay, all standing in a long, spiraling line and facing the center of their strange formation. The moment his lordship crossed the threshold of the bay gate, their bodies jerked into motion. All as one, as if obeying a command, the servitors turned to face the Lord Captain. The technomats observed with overseeing the defective units even reached for their weapons, but then the servitors went still just as abruptly, staring at his lordship with vacant eyes. All present held their breath, disturbed by the sight. We waited for the Lord Captain to speak. His lordship, Dropkick von Valentius, demanded a report on the defective unit's status from the technomats. The technomats' long-winded and detailed report could have been summarized in a single key point. Despite the servitors' abnormal behavior, they were still quite capable of carrying out tasks, and therefore the circumstances did not call for their termination. Yes, but that was weird. Okay, I'm going to take several steps towards the servitors. Immediately, the servitors, each and every one of them, stepped towards the Lord Captain in perfect unison. They mimicked his movements with frightening precision. They even did the Vogue. They did that walk from the Talking Heads video, the David Byrne walk. They did the whole thing. It was kind of amazing. The breakdance off was amazing. The rogue trader halted in place and after a moment's thought, waved his hands. And the servitors, just as synchronously, repeated that gesture as well. When Lord Captain turned quizzically to the technomats, so did the servitors, as if mocking. Whatever the Lord Captain did, be it an incline of the head, a wave of the hand, a poop, or a step to the side, the defective units repeated it without a moment's delay or hesitation, like grotesque marionettes controlled by an unseen puppeteer. We observed this mime unfold in distressed bafflement for nearly a minute, until the servitors finally came to a stop. Not sensing any threat from them, the rogue trader approached with confidence. The Lord Captain examined them. As high factotum, it was I who had prompted the entire inspection, and thus it was my duty to follow the Lord Captain. As we stepped closer, we noticed a fascinating irregularity. The servitors' pupils, normally still, were shaking wildly. Their bulging veins were pulsating under their copper collars inscribed with their past offenses. It was as if those mindless half-machines were locked in a perpetual state of extreme tension. A visibly shaken technomat behind us proposed that the human souls had awakened within the servitors' bodies after a long slumber deep within their lobotomized brains. Formerly bereft of intelligence, they had attained awareness, feeling, and understanding. After a pause, the technomat added that the servitors used to function properly, and that no one had been able to explain the change in their behavior. His gaze still trained on the motionless, but animate half-machines and half-people. The Lord Captain... Yeah, I'm gonna cough here. I'm just gonna whip out a knife and stab it? Nah, that ain't me, fam. I'm going to step away from the servitors. I'm like, nah, you know what? This is I'm going to order that one of the servitors, the Lord Captain, ordered that one of the servitors be disassembled and its components investigated. A group of technomats hurried to act upon the Lord Captain's command. The servitor's mechanical parts separated with clicks, snaps, and hisses. The sutures between its wrinkled, pale flesh and its augments were laid disgustingly bare. We watched as the technomats do their work and could see every centimeter of the servitor's stiff muscles, abounding with valves and cavities pierced by countless cords and tubes. The disassembly and analysis complete, the technomats concurred. The unit was in working order. Nothing in the dissected body that lay before us could provide any insight into the reason behind the defects. I should make note of one more thing. At that moment, all of us present discovered that not just the eyes, but the hands and the heads of some of the servitors were now shaking too. It was as if the mechanized servants were overcome with some primordial terror. All present held their breath. Disturbed by the sight, we waited for the Lord Captain to speak. His Lordship turned to me to announce his decision. His Lordship looked at me with unwavering resolve. It was with a confidence that wrenched me out of the nightmarish stupor that had me tensely observing the scene unfolding before me. The Lord Captain gave the orders. Ooh. He gave the order to destroy the servitors, for what was happening to them could spell horrific heresy. I mean, the Iconoclast not really my thing. I mean, it is, but not this run. The Dogmatic is kind of interesting, but I don't want to send them back to work. That seems dangerous for everybody involved. So no, they're acting kind of funky. Take them apart. We can get more. Easily. Let's put a prime order for him. It's prime day. The Lord Captain's command was executed post-haste. All defective units were incinerated in furnaces, and their remains were expelled into the void. The crew were provided with replacement servitors, see? And soon forgot all about the destroyed unit's peculiarities. Yet this incident haunts my memories to this day. With the fate of the defective servitors decided, nothing could distract the Lord Captain from his mission. Alright, yeah, cool. Well, that was interesting. Thank you. Anything to say about that? No. Alright, well. Oh, we could just buy shit? Oh, I would like to replace that painting of the late Theodora in my chambers. It's weird. She watches me sleep. Put a picture of me up there instead, please. Janus bows obsequiously. It will be done, your lordship. And I would also like to order some goods, please. Open up your Amazon app. Oh, we only have the Fellowship of the Void. Do we have anything to get from them? No, we don't have enough magic goo. What do we want to sell? I don't think we have anything. No, we don't have anything that they really want. No. Alright. Hey, you installed the 90s Space Hulk DOS game? Man, I remember that game. There were some really good Warhammer games in the 90s that nobody talks about anymore. There was one. It was basically like an epic 40k. Not Titanicus. That's the book. Final Confrontation? I want to say. It's got some really wild 40k like FMV sequences in it, which I seem to remember being very fun. That's cool. There were a couple Space Hulk games that came out, like, what, 2014, 2016. I remember one of them being good, but the problem is they put out, like, two of them at the exact same time. One of them sucks and one of them's good. And there's also a first-person one that I haven't played, Deathwing, I think. I kind of want to play it, but I've again heard not great things, which seems weird because, like, Space Hulk is a great game. I'm going to talk about these for a minute. But it's the same problem with, like, Blood Bowl 3. Like, you literally... You have the game. How do you screw it up that bad? Right, always online. Yeah. No sevens. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to take a very short break for a minute to go wet my throat. to acquire more throat-wetting materials. Hang out here for a minute. I'm going to be right back, everybody. It's a spicy one in here today. I'm a little sweaty. So I'm going to be right back, okay? I love you. Alright, I'm back. Hang on, I gotta fix some shit here. There we go. Get you some game audio back. There we are. Alright, we're back, baby. We're back. You know what? I brought water because it's hot and water's really important to be drinking. Don't pay any attention to that noise. Pay no attention to the sound of water being poured in my glass. Dwarf Fortress glass. Alright. Let's see. Right, okay. How do I kick Indira out of my group? Because I never want to talk to her again. No, she's like fine. She's very verbose and I find her kind of annoying. Oh, we should look at this stuff. Hang on now. So I am Icono. So they seem to all have their own like runs. And I don't necessarily know what this means. Are these all passive abilities? So I'm this. Yay, the value of human life and freedom. Yay. We'll see how far we go down that path. So, like, yeah, I get this. Oh, okay. Yeah, it seems like it's just, like, passive abilities. Okay. Indira, Can I just push you out? Look, she's a fine... I enjoy her character, sort of. I find her far too verbose and a little edgy. And I don't think she's very useful in combat. Ooh, do I have my portrait? Let's go look at my portrait. Last time somebody painted the portrait, it turned out to be a real bad time. That's a 30K reference. Oh, fuck. They really did put my picture up there. It's very dark, though. Somebody should put a light on it. Alright. Well, let's continue. We got quests to do. Enough of this lollygagging. Yeah, it's 90s Space Hulk game. There's a really good DOS Blood Bowl game, too, if you like OG Blood Bowl rules. Alright, let's see here. Alright, right CAD system. Do we still have a quest? Okay, we are here. This is... Okay, that's us. We just buzz around. So we've done that. And that's the Navis Nobilite station. Let's go do that. Let's go deal with that. Let's get a new navigator. That's kind of important. Lord Captain, I'm sorry to disturb you. Vidgis pauses, as if listening to something. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Wersarian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. Oh, and we're just getting zooped into the bridge. Alright, alright. Sure. Alright, yeah, we can talk to them. Perhaps we'll throw them a treat like we did those teenagers. His fucking chair never doesn't get me. I love his chair so. It has a seat warmer. The everyday sounds of the bridge are disrupted by the voices raised in anger. Abelard's voice is the loudest of all. This is not the This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a highborn brat on the lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. The young woman standing before Abelard strives with all her might not to quail under the onslaught of her superior's anger. She falters, then manages to look him in the eye and say, I apologize, sir, but I must speak with the Lord Captain. I'm a 10-year-old boy. I'm a waif. Very well, Lieutenant. Lieutenant, please. You may address the Lord Captain, not least because I see you've already seen fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher-ranking officer will be logged in your personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant Avrilla Vent requesting permission to speak. Vent falls silent and then acts rashly. On a matter of extreme importance and urgency. Yes. You may speak, but I want to hear a report, not a shouting match. Having two officers bickering in full view of the bridge is unacceptable. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I thought that drastic times called for drastic measures, Vent exclaims. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary. But I'm convinced that this step is unwarranted, and that the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Vent is almost trembling with tension as she delivers her speech, her face extremely pale. I'm sorry, there's a workers' strike? We allowed a union on my ship? Abelard, in no hurry to intervene, lets out a skeptical huff. He glances at Sourback, who is standing not far from him, but she maintains a stony expression. She also seems to have exploded my floor? Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Wersarian, and to intervene with what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we'll have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Vent reels off the last words as if she knows them by heart, and has clearly been preparing to say them for some time. When she's finished, she casts an anxious glance at Abelard, then at you. I'm sorry. Hang on wait. There's an insurrection in the making on board my ship and nobody's informed me? It would not deem a problem worthy of a rogue trader's attention. The lower decks, as it so happens, are in revolt. 30-some years ago, we had a revolutionary leader rise up who dared to establish workers' rule across the entire ship. It took a month to restore order, but even 8 years later, we were still battling rumors that the hero had survived his execution and was on the verge of gathering the people to fight against tyranny once more. Abelard scoffs. Needless to say, the rumors were baseless. As for the current situation, we have sufficient enforcers to deal with it. But on the ship, the word of our Lord Captain carries more weight than a salvo from 100 bolters. I'm sure that if the rogue trader addresses the malcontents directly, he will quell the unrest. I dread to think what problem you will disturb the rogue trader with next. Perhaps you'll ask the Lord Captain to break up brawls in the mess room. I've already given you the means to resolve the problem. You simply need to use them. If I may, your lordship, sending a hit squad to crush the rebellions is a means of ignoring the problem, not solving it. Like with the teenagers. You remember when I gave those teenagers snacks? And that one guy clapped for me? It's just like that. And, how did all of this start exactly? What? Explain it to me like I'm 5. The situation could boil over any minute, so I'll give you the condensed version. It all began when the enforcers found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. We reported it up the chain immediately, arranged for a cleansing rite to be performed, and opened an investigation. No heretics have been found alive, but the search has brought tensions between the enforcers and workers to a head. Yes, and where does Seneschal Wersarian come into all this? I shall explain. I beg you to hurry. Time is running out. I will not hurry.
Since my competence is under scrutiny, I shall speak for as long as I see fit. Remember, Wide Abelard. There's an established order to the way the things are done on this ship. And one of the pillars of the system is that the rogue trader's attention is not to be distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I have always handled internal problems myself. So, of course, when I received information about cultists hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodore von Valentius will find refuge on her ship. You were far too heavy-handed, Seneschal Wersarian. Arrests, interrogation, mass punishments for entire sectors has driven the people to the brink. Now there's a strike on the lower decks, in Depot 4 to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate into an all-out insurrection. But when I reported my concerns, the only response I received was an order to dispatch an assault unit and crush the strike with maximum force. What is in Depot 4? Depot 4 is one of the poorest sectors of the lower decks. It's home to clans of general laborers. They are not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served its specialized systems for generations. They are an easily replaceable resource, and one which now, more besides, giving succor to cultists and minions of the archenemy. Depot 4 is poor and troubled. But at worst, that means drunken fights and illegal rock gut brewing. We have handled the workers in Depot 4 in the past. We would have done so again if the crackdown on Depot 4 had not been so harsh. And another important point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to this sector. It's located on one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens there has a knock-on effect to all the neighboring sectors. Fair, why did you have to say Depot 4 over and over? That's a bit strange. Master at Arms, the ship's enforcers report to you, and yet you seem hesitant to provide your own perspective. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Vent, I respect the chain of command and realize that it's not within this is not my voice at all, this. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Vent, I respect the chain of command and realize that this is not within my right to challenge my superiors. Sourback bows her head in Abelard's direction. However, a moment later a serpentine smile appears on her lips. That being said, while I am entirely sure Master Wessarian's opinion on what fate Depot 4 deserves, I must note that this insubordination is a direct consequence of practices that he himself has introduced. Mistress Sourback, I see that you have decided to follow the Lieutenant's example after all. Such behavior does no credit. Okay? The ship's regulations state that the Master-at-Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to the ship's enforcers, and yet it is no secret that the Seneschal has a tendency to show partiality. These enforcers and officers whom he has deemed particularly promising are at times given permission to approach him for tutelage. I cannot deny Master Wessarian's expertise and insight. The Seneschal has a record of fostering students who have indeed achieved much and demonstrated impeccable performance. However, extending such patronage over the head of their immediate superior encourages disregard for the hierarchy among your lordship's servants. Today, an enforcer goes to the Seneschal to report an order from the Master-at-Arms that they happen to disagree with. Tomorrow, they will go to the Lord Captain to object to the Seneschal's order. I notice a pattern in these actions. the old slippery slope, eh? You have a portrait. That means you're important. And, Abelard, what do you have to say about this? Are you tutoring? Are you getting little students, Abelard? Little ones running around at your feety-poos? Mr. Sourback, can you recall an occasion where I would encourage an officer to disobey their superior? Or one where I would overrule their order, or show favoritism to those who merit none? None, Seneschal, for there have been no such cases in the entire time I have served aboard this ship. If anyone were to claim otherwise, I would have them pay for insulting your honor with blood. Whoa, hey now. Your conduct in this regard have always been spotless. Nevertheless,
Given your eminent position, a simple show of attention on your part is enough to erode the propriety of junior officers, inflate their sense of self-importance, and undermine discipline. You're a tin pot Jesus. That's what it is. You're like, they're not going to listen to me. I've realized you have a beard. Maybe, or an iron chin? No, that's an iron chin, not a beard. Okay, cool, understood. Yeah, you're like, no, they're not going to listen to me. That you distinguish some of them and know them by name is tantamount to walking around the officer's deck, handing out gifts to officers who have caught your eye. It fills those you set apart with ambition and audacity. Makes them stand out among the rest. Enforcers are meant to be faceless servants, fighters ready to die. Their fate entrusted to their commander and no one else. That is the sole foundation of order. Lieutenant Vent, would you say that the Seneschal has singled you out from your peers in any way? Lord Captain, I swear that the Seneschal Versarian has never granted me any privileges, never once advocated for me, nor facilitated my promotions. Although, he is the man who convinced me to become an officer in the first place. He's offered me extensive guidance in my service, for which I am grateful for him. And while not all my fellows receive such attention, I know of at least a dozen fine officers who the Seneschal keeps in his sights to ensure they continue to survive or strive. To prepare new generations of the dynasty's servants, to instruct them, and to separate those with potential from those who have exhausted it. That is my duty as Seneschal. This ship has bays worth of pilots, enforcers, officers, technicians, and stewards whom I have raised personally. By the throne, every third person standing on this bridge right now is my student at one point. Yeah, like we've boiled it down to the Seneschal is like looking at people and being like, hey, if you ever considered being a pilot, you would be really good at that. And the enforcer is just like, no, I don't like that, because they're not going to follow the chain of command. They're supposed to be mindless drones. I'm middle management, never going to make it any higher. I see. Evidently, my officers are anything but a shining example of unity and adherence today. I have only myself to blame, I suppose. I see no need to add anything further. I acted within the remit of my authority, guided exclusively by the best interests of your protectorate and your postal safety. If you wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions yourself, I have no objections. For my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go down to the lower decks, stop the assault unit, and speak directly to the people. You'll see that they're not lying or harboring heretics. That way, you'll stop the uprising before we begin. Ooh. I trust Abelard. I trust Wide Abelard. I think he's done his job for a very long time. He's clearly very good at it. I'm still new here. So I've heard enough. Everybody shut up. Shut up. You shut up. You over there in the corner. Shut up. And you. Yes, shut up. Zip it. Zip it. Zip it. Zip it. Zip it. I will go down to the lower decks and deal with the problem personally. Bring the snacks. It worked last time. Ah, praise the Emperor! Vent cannot contain her relief. Thank you, Lord Captain. Abelard grits his teeth slightly. An enterprise bordering on the sophomoric, but please yourself, Lord Captain. However, I categorically insist that I escort you. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle the situation, which then led to your and the Seneschal's involvement. I consider it my duty to go to Depot for myself and see the expedient resolution of this. Alright, we're all fucking going. Everybody get into the elevator. Can I not take Adira? I don't have to take her with me. I guess I should, because she's got a gun. She is just a gun. Alright, fine. Gun, you're coming with me. I don't know why I need a party for this. Ooh, press any key. Woohoo! Well, we did you already today. I'm going to choose double quote key. all here. Apparently we're in party. Oh. Hello. Hey, it's Wysarian. Take that, scum. Oh, she threw poo gas on him. Whoop, 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 whoop. Abelard reflexively wiped the sweat from her brow in a startling human gesture. Abelard reflexively wiped the sweat from his brow in a startlingly human gesture, and a telling one. A rare moment where he allows his age and weariness to show through his armor-like veneer of self-assurance. The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace all the locals with servitors. I say, they were shouting your name and not mine. That's really important to remember. They were going, Abelard, Abelard, not Doc Dropkick. Doc Dropkick, remember that. Hey, welcome back, Top Fan. Of course they were. The organization of the daily routine life of the ship rests upon my shoulders. The mountain of challenges and problems from which I endeavor to insulate you, Lord Captain. The situation on the lower deck has been a cause for concern, and I have intervened personally on more than one occasion. That must be why they remember me, not because of my wide stance. They do not know your face. To them you are akin to a creature of legend, one who has stood upon the steps of the Golden Throne, no less. Whereas I am the man whose name is attached to every order docking rations or lowering a bay's heating. Yes, well, let's keep moving, I guess. Hang on now. They threw poo-poo at you. Abby, baby. Abby cakes. They put the poo-poo on you. That's disrespect. They would not have the chance to express such disrespect if we were not here and the situation had been dealt with by the relevant officers. It is a junior officer's worst failing to pass problems up the chain of command. I have never been able to abide it. I shall say it again. It was a mistake to come here on Lieutenant Vemp's whim, Lord Captain. I must admit that the Lieutenant is by no means the worst material for an officer. But in the name of Terra, the girl is the same age as my eldest great-granddaughter. She has the gall to tell me how to manage the lower decks and hunt down cultists. It'll be another 20 years at least before she can trust it to be acted without oversight. Yes, well, that kind of sounds like a you problem. Let's keep going. Alright, hang on. We have a full tilt Sister of Battle with us. Can we... Hello, lower decks rabble. Something resembling a nest made out of thermal insulation material. This must be where the workers sleep between shifts. A valve?
What lies beyond?
Do it.
What advice do you seek?
Turn the valve. Turn the valve. I cannot turn the valves. Alright, well, whatever, I guess. What do we got around here? Door open. Lower decks. Hello.
What curiosity unveils itself before me?
Why have we paused? Alright. Container can be seen behind the massive bars. Perhaps examining the pipe will allow you to reach it. I'm trying. I wish to examine the pipe.
My nerves are frayed.
I'm examining the pipe. Oh, do I have to, like, turn off? I'm examining the... Oh, well, whatever. Let's carry on. Yes, time for a bit of a rough and tumble.
I still do not see our purpose in coming here.
Well, this is what the lower
Relax,
deck.
old man. Going for a stroll on the lower decks every once in a while is good for you.
Oh. Hang on, old metal chins here. Let's go step over here. Hang on. Hang on. Excuse me, Abelard. The sounds of a heated discussion reverberate through the ship's bays. Lieutenant Avrila Vent of the ship's enforcers is barring the path of her superior, Master-at-Arms Yocasta Sourback, who has arrived clad in armor. Oh, right. We all came together! Judging by their expressions and tone, the standoff has dragged on for some time already and has now reached a boiling point. Lieutenant Vent, my patience is wearing thin. I have given you an order, now get out of my way. I cannot comply with that order, ma'am. Vent looks shaken, but there is fire in her eyes. This is my deck and my sector. So long as this area remains under the Lord Captain's special oversight, no action can be taken without my express permission. There are only 3 people who are authorized to make me stand down. The first officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. So, not all of my lessons fall on deaf ears. Abelard mutters in crabby approval. He does not clarify whether he needs vent, sourback looming over him. Both. Your lordship! Noticing you, the two officers snap to attention and salute. Hey, lazy attention that they've snapped to here. Their subordinates following suit a moment later. Hello. What's up? Your lordship, my people have locked down the bay where the strikers are, including their leaders. We have the situation as under control as far as resources allow. Under control, Lieutenant? I came here to lead an investigative unit. What do I see? The rabble is on the verge of mutiny. There's nothing to investigate. It simply calls for immediate repressions and firing squads. And you, Vent, are a step away from facing charges yourself. Yes, well, we did encounter some locals on the way here. You might notice that Abelard has some poo-poo on his face. Yes, that's because they threw things at us like poo-poo. Vent's gaze is full of worry and regret. The people are getting desperate, clearly. They saw the assault unit and they decided they had nothing left to lose. I mean, I apologize, Lord Captain. It is outrageous. I'm sure the people simply didn't recognize you. It wouldn't have occurred otherwise. We'll deal with them once the current situation is resolved. Yes, let me speak to the strikers. Let me talk to the little people. I'll use the little words for the little people. Abelard's mouth twists, but he restrains himself and says nothing. Right you are, Lord Captain. Allow me to wish you good luck. Okay. Do you have extra good luck? Is there a special goodness about your luck? Or... oh, we're just back in control.
I have a different perspective.
Yes, that's great. Everybody
Curiosity
gather up.
sings
Gather
in
up.
my veins.
Oh, hang on. They're cheering. Now they've stopped. I appreciate they're all standing in the same pose. Yeah! Go, lower deck rabble! A dozen pair of eyes stare apprehensively at you. The people before you are typical inhabitants of the lower decks. You've taken their simple clothing, crude weapons. This dude's got like a robo-arm. This dude's got like a medieval hood. And faces that display worrying levels of mutation, from the barely discernible to the strange and the outright grotesque. Ew, we got mutants down here? Gross. Bunch of plague victims. Oh, that guy bowed. The villain from Superman 2 bowed at us. Alright, thanks, man. I appreciate you up here. What was his name? What the fuck was his name? Eh. A whisper passes through the crowd, and you detect a mixture of fear, astonishment, and joy in their reaction. Finally, 3 people break away from the crowd, an elderly woman and 2 men. These must be the leaders. They bow clumsily before you. Lord Captain, you have come down to see us. Yes, hello. We were attacked on the way here. How do you explain that? Old man. Here's an explanation for you. The people have been pushed to the limit and now they're lashing out. As if we don't know why these top deck units are being sent down here. Like the one there, the lieutenant won't let us past. Our clans are all inside the bay that's been sealed off. But the lower decks are big. I'm sure there's some people who've just about had enough. We're getting it from all sides. The soldiers have encircled the ones who've risen up. A death squad has just arrived. It's no wonder folks are lashing out. Oh, I succeeded in an awareness test. Oh, goody me. Their words seem sincere to you. Their body language and glances traded between them reveal that the news of the attack has shocked them. And, tell me about all your little itty-bitty problems. Why are you striking? Striking? That's news to us, your lordship, says a tall, thin man in a worker's garb. All we're doing is asking questions and saying what we think. Shut up, Rivet. snaps the old woman, who turns her hostile dark eyes on you.
Here's the deal, your lordship. You're dammies. In my clan, 2 little ones died from inflammation in their lungs, all because of these enforcers.
The old woman spits on the floor and rubs at the spittle with the toe of her worn-out shoe. Careful, don't slip. Argenta does not interrupt the workers, but you see the sadness well in her eyes when the children's deaths are mentioned. She quietly whispers a requiem prayer and makes a sign over herself.
It's all true. Vent is the only enforcer officer who stood up for us. It's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks, and who grew up amidships and has no fellow feeling towards us.
The grim man with a scarred face throws up his arms.
Your lordship, we're no villains here. We're honest workers, your servants. I need drink, hang on. We've plotted no disorder. We went on strike openly, and now we've got guns pointed at us. And all we're doing is asking to be allowed to work in peace, without being harassed.
This persecution started apropos of nothing, you say? I was told that one of you was found in possession of a cultist amulet, and that there are heretics hiding here.
Cultist amulet? What's that? A gewgaw they found on the dead drunkard. If it was something evil or forbidden, we sure didn't know. The enforcers just said they were looking for heretics amongst us, and anyone obstructing their investigation would be punished. But how could there be heretics here? We know our own people. There were no new faces around.
Definitely not, and if there were, we'd be the first to report them.
As for this amulet, or whatever it was, they took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breathing in our sector, that's for sure. But when that fight broke out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies. The boots they came back with. No one's ever tread these decks in boots so fine, I can tell you that. Seems to me these cultists have better commanders than us. Oh yeah, those boots really were fine. And there's no harm in taking them, right? What's the amulet? Must have been pocketed by someone who didn't know any better. We don't need any amulets around here. We all worship the Emperor. And when we're working, we bow down before the machine spirits of the large and small transformers and the servo motors. The same way my grandfather was taught 100 years ago by a tech priest who came calling. Believe us, your Lord Worship. We are people of faith.
Naive children. Weren't you taught from an early age about the dangers of the arch-enemy's creations? Weren't you warned that any unfamiliar object could be one of them?
We were told, Holy Sister, but it was long ago. The last time we saw a confessor in our sector was just after I had my 3rd little one.
Oh, yeah, you definitely missed what I said about Space Hulk. You were like, I installed Space Hulk and then left. The 90s game is good. There's 2 other tactical Space Hulk games. One of them is good, one of them is really bad, and I don't remember, but I own them both? Like, on disc? And then there's Deathwing, the first-person Space Hulk game that I haven't tried, but I would like to. Then there's a really good card game called Deathwing that goes for like hundreds of dollars now, but I wouldn't mind a copy. That is regrettable. But you cannot lay the burden of leading a righteous life on the shoulders of the Holy Fathers. Who will you blame when beasts crawl out of those amulets you stole from the heretics? The Holy Father who was not here? Or the scavenger who brought evil down on himself and his neighbors? Yeah, the 1993 one's awesome. It's a really good game. That and the DOS Blood Bowl game is really good. And as I said before, I don't know why they keep making bad versions of good board games. You literally have the rule set right there. How do you fuck this up? Battlefield Gothic is really good. I haven't played the second one. And, well, no, that's Argenta's right. You can't pass the blame on to somebody else. What changes do you want? What do you mean, like, what, you've been, sorry, Jive here says, I've been trying to figure out what that game was for a long time. Do you mean Space Hulk? You also missed me talking about how you should check out Final, I think it's called Final Confrontation. It's got, like, FMV, which is amazing. Would you look at this? The Lord Exalted Captain himself asking us what bilge rats we want.
Well, here's what. We want you to rein in, you damned enforcer, to quit turning off the heat, and to stop battering everything that moves. No, that's not it. We want the enforcers gone from here, and we want to be armed. Give us arms. We have no arms. And we'll govern ourselves. We'll defend ourselves if the cultists show their faces. I've been leader of my clan for 20 years now. Getting rid of those club-wielding thugs can only improve things around here. You've gone too far, old man. You'll never let the maggots on the lower decks live without the enforcers breathing down their necks. They'll probably even insist on enforcers on the upper decks too. As for weapons, what do we need them for? Before the day's out, we'll have someone shooting the neighbor out of stupidity or drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, that'll be enough. In return, we'll find the scavengers who robbed the cultist's body, and we'll, talk to them, one lower decker to another. If there's any more of those damned amulets about, we'll hand them over to the enforcers. Yeah, old Nan, you're sounding very American right now, and I don't mean that in a good way. You're like, but what if we all had guns? The only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun.
No.
Also, turn off the weather systems. You speak for yourself and your clan. I'll speak from you. I don't want empty gestures. I want real change. They'll promise us the world now, but as soon as the anointed one turns his back, these brutes will be on us even harder than before. All because we dared to speak out.
The tall worker, Rivet's eyes dart between the two arguing leaders. Every few seconds he opens up his mouth as if planning to agree. But each time he falls silent, simply making a few noises of approval. I could use the power of coercion. No, I definitely don't want to give them weapons. No weapons.
Abelard! Abby, baby, I'm in over my head. Help! Abby, I'm scared. I have to make a decision. Help!
The story about scavenging for boots and accidentally picking up a heretical amulet doesn't convince me. These people were moments away from rebelling and possibly becoming minions of the Archenemy. We must not give them what they want. Even if they did acquire something innocently, purely out of their own stupidity. It does not mean they're not tainted with corruption. It's true. Cool Cat taught me that. If you find a gun, don't touch it. Call somebody you trust, like a teacher or a parent. What begins as petty thievery can turn into far graver problem. You've seen it before. In the Second War, there was a sergeant in the Imperial Guard regiment I was stationed nearby. The sergeant took an ordinary pocket knife from the body of a heretic, and his whole unit lost their lives for it. When they finally managed to break into the barracks, they found not a single survivor, only the pocket knife, which had gone through all the rows and beds like metal choking vine. So when it comes to scavengers, malcontents, strikers, or whatever they'll turn into next, my verdict is simple. We have no quarters. When am I going to 100% GoldenEye? Alright, I have an answer for you. When I can get my hands on an N64 controller that's not an absolute piece of garbage third-party N64 controller. Won't be on stream, but I'll play GoldenEye. I'll play GoldenEye. Oh god, what have I just committed to doing? Maybe we will do that on stream. I'm also kind of waiting for that 8-bit dough in 64 controller to come out, because I'm sure it's going to be good. But, yeah, I would like to play GoldenEye. I can't play it on stream because the Bond theme is going to immediately trigger every copyright claim in existence, especially now that it's owned by Amazon. But yeah, I could be convinced to do that if somebody just handed me a functioning N64 controller, because this one I have is absolute garbage. I'm going to use my coercion.
Spreading anarchy on the ship is the first step towards embracing chaos. And putting weapons into untrained hands would be even worse. You probably don't even want background checks. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. First withdraw those demands, and we'll consider the rest.
Oh, you're not sold on the 8-bit dough. Okay. I honestly haven't seen anything about it. I just heard people say that their controllers are good. And every third-party controller I've ever bought, specifically N64, has been absolute garbage. There's just something about the N64 controller that nobody can seem to make a good one. Succeeded! The tall worker they call Rivet shrugs and casts a sidelong look at the old woman. Old Nan, listen. The Lord Captain himself has come down to us and is offering concessions. And I don't know a single person in the whole of Depot 4 who's ever stood next to the road trader, let alone talk to them. Back down! Now is no time for you to be a stubborn old crow. Listen to us, old man. The 3 clans of Depot 4 ought to act as one. We've made our minds up. Now it's your turn to decide. Don't ask them to disband the enforcers or give us weapons. We don't need any of that. Old Nan is just like an old Republican who's been voting for Nixon every year as a write-in candidate for the last 38,000 years. Wait, hang on. Is this taking place in modern 40k? That would make it M4299? We're in M42 now in the timeline. So yeah, she's been voting for Nixon for 40,000 years as a write-in candidate. The old woman hisses in dissatisfaction.
You two are ganging up on me, is that it? So brave you are against an old woman.
Oh, here she goes. But I'll shut up, playing the old woman card.
I will indeed. I won't go against 2 clan leaders on my own. If you want to make peace with the enforcers, make your peace.
That's great. Just fantastic. Lord Captain, we're all agreed. Then... I love how I have the option to be like, you didn't convince me. Kill them all and walk away.
Then it is decided. The persecution will stop. I know. I'm basically your god. And I will expect you to assist in locating any remaining amulets or weapons left by the cultists.
Your lordship, thank you. You have not abandoned us lower deckers. You came yourself and settled everything. I'll tell my grandchildren about this. Well, we gave them fuel and provisions. But, like, here's my genuine logic, right? Because I am trying to roleplay this old dingus who just wants to live. That's it. That's all he wants to do. He wants Doc Dropkick, wants none of the responsibility, although he does like it going to his head. He just wants to hide. And if there's one group of people who would be able to shut this ship down and vent us all into space, it would be the lower deckers. So, you know. Of course, your lordship. We'll root out any nasty business faster than the enforcers, and we'll leave no stone unturned. Oh, and now we're just looking at this upper corner. Okay. Bye. Bye, everybody, apparently. Did I do good? Do you guys have anything to steal? Oh, maybe. Hang on. This page is where the start of each shift is marked. The last mark is missing. The workers went on strike. Yeah, we gotta deal with that whole union thing. Oh, I can just straight up steal from them. Great. Yes, hello. I will take your multi-key. I will also take your thermoplast and your hyper dynamo capacitors. Ah, I'll take your technobabble. Thank you.
One step at a time amidst the madness.
Okay. Alright, well, I'd say we're good there then. Well, good job, me. We did it. We stopped the rebellion in the lower decks. I know. I will take your praise in the form of subscribing, liking, sharing the video with your friends, because everybody loves it when someone says, hey man, here's a 3-hour video you should watch. You know. Oh, poo gas is still there. Somebody's got to clean that up. Oh, what? Hang on. Abelard, stopping unexpectedly, he imperiously dismisses the units stand at a distance and addresses your other companions, saying, I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Abelard looks at you. His last vestiges of restraint vanish. Well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? You kowtowed to the disloyal rabble, who believed their lies and showed them leniency.
Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, that rabble will welcome them in with open arms and allow them to wreak whatever havoc they like, because they see you as a weak leader. Is that how you see your future at the helm of the Von Valancius Protectorate? Excuse me? Pardonnez-moi? Why are you so angry? I solved the problem. But did you have to be the one to do it? Did you consider what it might cost you? I would have handled the situation myself had you not decided to intervene. Remember Lord Captain Theodora. Do you think she ever set one slippered foot on the lower decks? No, she did not. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers while she dedicated herself to a grand design for the Protectorate. As any true strategic and road trader ought, I just bustle around space like the Mass Effect map, man. What do you want from me? Well, listen. I'm going to say some things, and they're going to make you sad, but I'm right. Maybe if Theodora had spent more time on trifling matters, she wouldn't have wound up dead. There, I said it. There's a new Lord Captain aboard the ship now, and I will not repeat her mistake. Yes, it's me. Me. Pay attention. Me. You see me? It's me. It's me. I'm the captain now. Abelard looks at you, stunned, and exhales loudly. Then he nods curtly. I command your decisiveness, but I am uncomfortable with introducing new protocols in the midst of a crisis. And I lost my temper, Lord Captain. I believe I ought to explain myself. Abelard speaks slowly, the words not coming easily to him. The prosperity of the Von Valancius Protectorate is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for a chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision of my life. I did because I saw in the Lord Captain Theodore's deeds the sign of true greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds. They create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. So I left behind everything I had known. Everything my family had known. I came from a long line of officers, and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless venture. Lord Captain Theodore entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods to distant frontiers, on scouting voyages, and the advancement of the entire Protectorate rested upon my shoulders. And then suddenly, everything that had been built for over years and years and years began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hangar on a seismically active world. One of the senior officers betrayed us all. The rogue trader was killed. Who knows what is happening on the planets? I tell you this honestly, without fear of appearing weak. All of this has come to a grievous blow to me. I am not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the new rogue trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible. And to do that, I must insulate you from the problems in the past that have been dealt with by tried-and-true procedures set out on the ship's regulations. Procedures that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades cannot suddenly be deemed excess as requirements. Okay. So here's the thing, Abelard. This is not a grand strategy game. Paradox Interactive is nowhere near. They don't have their grubby, weird little fingers anywhere near this game. This is a tactical RPG, which means decisions need to be made at a micro scale, not a macro scale. And that was Theodora's problem. She was too busy gazing at maps and not gazing at the combat grid in front of her. And she got daggered. Funny. I understand. Theodora entrusted in established procedures, and she died. I won't make the same mistake. If you want to keep building the future, the Von Valancius Protectorate with me, stop living in the past. Abelard solemnly inclines his head. Yes, Lord Captain. After a moment's silence, he adds, looking at you with interest, your resolve is admirable and demonstrates strong leadership. I shall remember this moment, should my old habits ever begin to creep back in. And now, please, let us leave the lower decks. We're standing next to the pool gas, and I'm covered in it. If the rogue trader desires to stretch his legs, there are far more suitable places. All right, hey! We did it. Now everybody sprint. Hang on, we're loading. Everybody ran into a loading screen. Oh, thank God. Some light. Carpeting. Even if it is still covered in semen? Alright. Well, everybody, I think that's going to wrap it up. Because there's no point in us diving into another quest with only not that much longer left in the stream. And I have a busy day tomorrow. I got to work. I got to work like some kind of not rogue trader. Where's my chair? Take me to my chair. And then I gotta go to a Weird Al concert, which is gonna be fun. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here, my friends. But hey, thanks for joining me for another wonderful episode of Rogue Trader. I'm still really enjoying this. I think I'm gonna enjoy this for some time. I know it's a little bit dry. I don't mind it because I like RPGs like this. I like CRPGs. I enjoy them. I get to have a little bit of fun with them. I get to do the funny voices that I like to do. But I also know that this is going to be a long haul. This is, like every Owlcat game, a very long game. We're still in the first act, and we've been playing for, what, 9 hours now? So, you know, buckle in, kids. So my plan is to start, like, for the next maybe week, maybe until we get to, like, 5 or 6 episodes in, we're going to do this twice a week. And then we're going to take short break where we push it to 1 episode a week and we fill up the other slot, the other stream, with something else, something totally different, a short game to kind of break up this one a little bit, and then we'll come back, we'll do some of this in full, then we'll go back to doing a short game, and we'll kind of back and forth a little bit, right? Because this one is going to take a while. It's going to be a regular staple of the channel. Yeah, but I'm really enjoying it. I really am. I hope you are too. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your Tuesday. Please stay cool. I'm going to go buy a chocolate bar now for my wife from the convenience store. And I love you all very much. I hope you have a great rest of the night. We'll be back on Thursday with more Rogue Trader. Bye. I love you. Bye.